spots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to lose
like,
if you're going to lose a ring, then that's
it's not like at the bottom of the sink.
Are you name dropping locations?
I'm just saying where they are.
Yeah.
You didn't lose it at Dockweiler Beach.
Yeah.
When I was at Clooney's, I jumped in the water.
I was in Italy.
I didn't say that.
You were enough
Well, you know.
Beach.
Okay.
Yeah, I just.
We got one more read to do right here. Okay, Susie understands the reads. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money. The right one, well, that helps your business grow. The challenge is finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply. Susie is here getting ready for Women's Sports Now later on today at 6 Eastern Time. The Indiana Fever is kind of like the Dallas Cowboys right now, Suze, and the fact that you could come up with the best game to actually beat the Cowboys, but everyone's just going to come back on the next day and talk about how the Cowboys lost and Dak Prescott, what he didn't do right. And basically, like Golden State went into Indiana last night, crushed them, and all I'm sure that everyone's talking about today, or you
Is
might
Caitlin's contusion or lack thereof, or was she
contusion.
fouled, was she not? That's what happens every time.
I've not watched this
the
video.
Fever play.
Yeah.
Every time the Fever play, that's all people want to talk about is what she's saying in the post game, and did she or did she not act aggressively towards the refs? I want to talk about Caitlin Chen's crazy drive to the left of the basket up and over Leah Boston. I do, Rich.
Okay.
I do.
No, I know, but that's just not the world in which we live.
That's it.
Certainly, as you just pointed out, Chris, and I know you were talking about it before, TJ, that, if she's like, I got hit and I have a contusion and I got to deal with that. And then you look at back and you're like, where did that happen?
When did you get hit?
Right.
Where?
And it's so, off the rails in that regard that it's tough to not talk about.
Right. Well, because it's unfortunately right now we're in a time with the WNBA where the headlines are not positive, and it's a real drag because there's incredible play to be seen almost every night out there.
Right.
But what we're getting the most of are negative headlines.
And so I know you've got a good show in store.
We have Alexa Philippou, our insider, coming on to talk about what she's hearing about the latest with the WNBA, with the statements, with whether or not Adam Silver was involved. We'll talk about Olivia Miles as well and her status. We've got Allie Krieger to come on. She's going to take a look at our Miller Lite ball that we have, which is a World Cup awesome giant ball that we actually gave to Sarah Tiana
Did you get that?
as a wedding gift, but we kind of took it back to go back on the set. It's pretty sick. Have you seen it?
I've seen it. It's cool.
It's a giant soccer ball that you put ice inside. You shove your beer cans around to keep it cold during matches. So we're going to talk about Gotham last night because Allie Krieger was there and she won a championship with them.
Okay.
And just a little name drop. My guy Flava Flav stopped by.
Okay.
Yeah, boys. Or girl.
And
Yeah, girl.
we may or may not have talked about Cool in the Gang.
What?
Now he's got because Flavor Flav is coming on this show tomorrow to talk about the She Weekend, where he's getting together the women's champion soccer team bobsled skeleton.
He started with water polo. He started talking about the discrepancy in attention for women's sports, and after the women won gold with the Olympics, he said, "You're not getting celebrated at the White House. I'll have you to Vegas." So it is She Weekend.
She Weekend, and it brought Sarah Tiana back to Las Vegas.
Yeah, couldn't get enough. She went back.
Is she going to go to the little Chapel of the West and stop by for posterity?
Just a review.
Yeah, just
Just a review.
Check her work.
Is she celebrating your 1 week anniversary back
in Las Vegas? Back there. Can't get enough.
What happens there stays there, and then you go back there.
Unless it's on Women's Sports Now.
I'm here and you're there.
Watch that next week.
Oh,
okay. There you go. All right. That's later on today.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow.
And then tomorrow, Flavor Flav's on this show. Eric Braden's back.
Oh,
hey.
You're going to have him back.
I can feel it.
That's good. Susie
Is he going to do more reads?
We got to talk about that after the show. Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay. Rich Eisen here. We talk a lot about battles in sports. Teams battling through adversity. Athletes fighting for every yard. The toughest warriors I've ever seen, though, aren't on the field. They're kids fighting cancer. Their families standing beside them. Doctors, nurses, caregivers. That's why I'm proud to support Hyundai Hope on Wheels. For over 28 years, they've helped fund pediatric cancer research, raising more than $303 million and supporting over 40,000 children. Learn more and donate at HyundaiUSA.com/Hope on Wheels.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
Pitch coming, swinging, it's a hot shot in the left center field, base hit. Here comes Alexander, roaming past third, coming to the plate, he will score standing up. It's runners at the corners now, and the O's lead 3-2. Tavares with all 3 runs batted in today, hadn't had an RBI in 3 weeks.
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This July, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. With $43.04 total due at signing, you can lease it now for $305 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, where your adventure begins. Price does not include tax, title, or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires July 31st, 2026.
Whether you're joining us for lunch or dinner, Basil's is the place to be this summer. Stop by and explore Basil's new summer specialty menu, featuring fresh, bold flavors in every bite. Enjoy favorites like our fried green tomatoes, the ahi tuna salad, a delicious tuna sandwich, the crowd favorite seafood sensation, and more. Then cool off at the bar with an ice-cold beer, a glass of wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted specialty cocktails. And don't worry, your Basil's favorites and our full regular menu are available every day. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this.
burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Conbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio Studios, the First Flight Credit Union Studios here on a Thursday, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1. In Washington, we are on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app powered by Carolina Caliber. We are also on YouTube for the next 3 hours as we have a fun show on tap for today. A lot of football talk, and you'll be seeing more and more and hearing more and more of that as we move on throughout the rest of July, on into August, September, October, November, December, January, February, football. Man, it's approaching, folks. On today's program, we will welcome back Zach Kaplan to the First Flight Credit Union Studios for the first time in a while. He will join us to talk some college football and more. On today's program, we'll have another Appliances Superstore preview. Ken LaVicka, the play-by-play voice of FAU, will join us. Phil Steele likes FAU this year, especially their offense. We'll talk about that with Ken LaVicka today. We'll talk about that with Phil Steele coming up on Friday's show. Jeff Nadu will join us for an ACC preview. Miami's the favorite. Who's the second best team in the ACC, and what does he think about the in-state teams? Your Bill Belichick year 2 approaching. Wake Forest was a surprise last year. Duke was good last year. How good can CJ Bailey and the Pack be? We'll talk ACC with Nadu later on in our show. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, will join us on the Turner Home Team Live line. And I'm excited about that because we will recap some of the interview from yesterday with Jared Waters, a stand-up comedian who turns out tried to walk on to the ECU football team. And we're going to play HUD a clip or two from that. Shirley, do you have the Greg Hudson, Khalif Mitchell story? Can we hear that? I can't wait to play this for HUD and get his take on it.
Do you remember Khalif Mitchell, right?
Of course, yeah. Giant defensive tackle, yeah.
So we're just running at the end of practice, running. And next he said something to HUD, and HUD goes, "What? I'll kick you right now." And they both stood up. And I was like, "This supposed to be happening?" And it's just some big, massive men. They're like pushing all the players are holding back HUD. And then Khalif is all like, "Man, he's always hating, man. All that hate is on him, man. All that hate is on him." And I was like, whoa.
Man. Had no idea we'd get that kind of story.
That was good.
From Jared Waters on Wednesday.
All that hate is on him, man.
All that hate is on him. Interview of the year nominee from Wednesday's show, and we'll have to see if HUD remembers that story. Also, our guy Rahjai Harris will join us on the program.
How do you remember that, Clip?
I just talked to you, Rahjai. That's how I remember it. Rahjai.
My guy!
What's up, my guy? What's up, my guy?
Big time.
We'll talk to Rahjai coming up on today's program. Talk some Pirate football with him. Shirley Rhodes is here. We got intern Avery on the video production, and we say welcome back, hello, and salutations to Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone. Hey,
Howdy. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone.
Jesus, that's still...
We hadn't played that in a long time.
Yeah. This is the state of our country where that makes the news.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing's wrong with it. I mean, it was summer sports. You got to fill the time.
Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone. Zach Kaplan will join us live.
I haven't seen Zach Kaplan in, it feels like years.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
but at the same time, it feels like days.
Yeah, when you see him every week, it becomes annoying. And it's like, I don't think I like this guy. But when you don't see him for like 2 months, it's like, man, I feel like me and him are close friends.
I saw him last night at Sports Trivia at OT's. We had a great crowd last night for a non-sports night. So it was a lot of fun. Enjoyed that.
Who won?
Not Zach Kaplan. They finished 3rd or 4th, and he was angry.
Done and dusted.
Done and dusted.
I mean, if you just go, might as well just not even show up, Clip.
But yeah, make sure you ask him how he did when he comes in. I would like to hear his response on that.
Look, man, I mean, you haven't played trivia in a while. What'd you play, like a few months ago? And that was the first time in forever. It's frustrating.
Oh, I know.
Like, you win a couple weeks, and you're riding high, and then you just hit a propeller and it chops you up. It kills your ego.
I don't know how the regulars do it every week, because then by the 3rd round, I am frustrated. I'm like ready for it to end. I'm like, man, this question is stupid.
That's why I like the trivia I go to, because they do an intermission. So like you're mad by round 3 and you're like, I don't even want to play anymore. And then you get a 20-minute break and you're fired up for round 4.
We do that too.
Yeah, but it's after every round and you just soak in it. Like, at least this one you get a chance to.
Yeah, the trivia you go to is way better.
It'd be a lot better if you hosted.
Shut up. All right. Couple of things I wanted to point out. Shirley, this is you know what? Take the week off from Pirates in the Pros, because there's no baseball going on. Minor league, major league, nothing. There is a game tonight. What was that I just heard?
By God, I think that's Jordan Riley.
Did somebody put out the Jordan Riley signal? We have a Jordan Riley highlight from the Summer League, NBA Summer League. Shirley, let's hit our brief Pirates in the Pros.
2-1 to this point. Oh, what a nice pass. Washington to another high flyer. And Riley.
I can't really tell what happened there. If you saw the play, it was awesome. An alley-oop.
It's on Pirate Radio socials.
Yeah, check it out.
Along with the Gio Imajuru putback, man. That was nasty.
Not
sure what's going on.
Who's he with?
The Nuggets.
Gio Imajuru scored in a Summer League game?
Yeah.
Man.
I've been, like, scouring ESPN every night of the Summer League looking to see when these guys are going to play, and they have not gotten minutes. And then last night, they come out with a bang.
Congratulations, Gio and Jordan Riley as well.
As anticlimactic as that highlight was, because they just said Riley, it's a lot better than some of the minor league home runs we get, because it's just they don't even say the person's name.
Yeah, especially like away teams. They just really phoned it in, it seems like. But no, that was cool. And I got to see that Gio play now. I was unaware of that. Congratulations to him. A couple other things I wanted to hit that are on Pirate Radio's social media. We posted a picture of a couple of football helmets.
Let's take a look at this.
Is there audio?
Bang.
All right. Well, me and Jared just saw it. That was cool.
Bam! Bam!
Y'all should see it.
No punishment for Bam, by the way.
What'd he do?
He punched Tyler Hero last week.
Has it come out that he actually punched him?
Yeah. The NBA PA had a announcement on it.
The NBA will not punish Miami Heat's Bam Adebayo for striking former teammate Tyler Hero, because Tyler Hero is a bit. What is this? All right, I made up that last part. After discussing with the players involved and the NBA PA, everyone would prefer to move on. Nothing to see here. Yeah, I mean, if I'm Tyler Hero, I don't want to make a big deal out of it either. Like, I don't want people to know. I don't want Bam to get suspended for like knocking me out or something.
You already got punched. Now you're going to be a tattletale. He hit me.
Heroes told ESPN, honestly, I'm trying to move past it all. I'm focused on Milwaukee and building something special. They obviously traded their greatest player in their history, so we want to come in and help continue what we've been doing. Let me check him real quick. Greatest player in Bucks history.
I mean, I can think of two off the top of my head.
I think I'm going to go with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Didn't Oscar Robertson play for the Bucks?
Maybe. I'm gonna go with Dame Lillard.
No, I'm not.
We have the American Conference Scholar Athlete of the Year. Now, I believe I saw this in baseball.
Yeah,
for
Jack Herring.
Jack Herring.
And there was another one. I forget the young lady's name, but she also won for her sport.
Thanks for bringing it up without knowing her name.
That would be Emma Magazoo for lacrosse.
And for basketball, Shirley,
man, this guy,
Jordan Riley.
Bam! I've been waiting for this for a while, where we just open up talking Jordan Riley.
And here we are. Real quick, chat gang. Jamie says, "Hey now,
hey now."
Pike liked the stream, and he is back in Greenville. Hunter says, "Good evening, cowards."
Good evening, cowards.
Good evening to you, Hunter. Jamie said, "Jared graduated PT."
Yes.
Did they give you a PT Cruiser after you're done with
yeah,
PT?
you didn't see it in the back lot?
I did not.
Nah, shout out to Murray, my physical therapist. It was a joy.
The
Aussie. Yeah. I told him, I'm like, this is my last appointment, right? He's like, yeah, and I never want to see you again. I was like, not here. I mean, maybe if we're out and I'm having dinner and I see you, it'd be nice to see you. But yeah, never want to come back.
Kenny says, "Hope the ECU logo was a joke because it was a joke." So,
Kenny, calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
Jeez.
I guess Timothy Connolly has taken on the task of redesigning each college football helmet and posting it on his X page. He just posted a new look for ECU. Are we just looking for
it's the summertime
engagement? Let's see what people say. Leslie says no. Hal says no thanks.
No.
Ron says it's a varied replica of the Buccaneer mascot from Charleston Southern University.
Yeah.
Dana says no. Megan says not feeling it. Jim Jernigan barfed. Kevin said no. Emily said no. Caroline said no.
Temu pirate logo.
Yeah.
It looks awful. It looks like AI dog water.
I don't know why.
Like, this is my problem with all the AI stuff. It's like, you have something perfectly fine. It's like, you know what? I can make it look worse. But it looks realistic, but not really. And it's just awful. What is wrong with what we have?
Jamie said, engagement time. Hey, we got 439 comments. So there we go.
Mission accomplished.
Did our job.
George Bush banner.
Not sure what's going on.
Did want to point out something positive.
Yeah, great news.
Happened yesterday. A huge donation, a leadership gift to ECU Athletics and the softball program. Marnie Ausler and David Richardson making a leadership gift to ECU Athletics. So that is
How about them Pirates, baby?
How about them, Mike?
Very positive news. I think there was one more thing on our social media I wanted to hit on.
I think you got to scroll to the other day if it's what we talked about earlier.
Which was?
Marky Mark.
Yep, that was it. Does anybody do a Mark
Get your
Wahlberg?
ass in the water.
Do you do a Mark
4
Wahlberg?
a.m. Just waking up. U.S. Army, U.S. Navy. It's not great, but if you watch his early morning videos.
He says, add Mark Wahlberg to the list of celebrities, athletes, and others who have taken the plunge in the Chris Johnson Ice Bucket Challenge. So Mark Wahlberg gets into a tub of cold water.
It's like a tablespoon.
Oh, I mean, let's not go crazy here. But Pirate Nation was not feeling it. Carrie said, where's the ice? Katie said, my 9-year-old said it's a bucket challenge, not a little bowl challenge. Damn! Got him. Coming after Mark Wahlberg.
Ooh,
there's a lot of other
fired.
reasons.
Caitlin says it does not count unless you go past the shoulders. Donald said, Mark, let me show you how it's done. Helen said, nope, try again. Damn. They are killing Marky Mark. Y'all do know if he was on the plane during 9/11,
things would have gone a lot different.
He said things would have gone different. So show this man some respect.
Just don't show him these comments. It might blind him.
Ay.
What is that? Oh, you're talking about him and what he did in his past. Mm-hmm. You went a long way for that joke. That joke didn't even make sense.
That was a stretch, but I mean, I got it.
Yeah.
Any reason to joke on Mark Wahlberg?
Come on, man.
That's a good reason.
I mean, that was like sobering. I wasn't even like drunk when I saw it. I'm just like, why is Mark Wahlberg on the Pirate Radio socials? Am I in Bizarro World?
Mark Wahlberg. All right.
Well, it's that 6 degrees of separation that I always enjoy because I grew up listening to his music. So.
And once again, congratulations to Jack Herring, Emma Magazoo, and Jordan Riley. Scholar Athletes of the Year.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to some Pirate Athletics kicking back in so we don't have to talk about AI dog water helmets.
Zach has a question. What is Brittany doing with her life?
Always doing bits.
I have an important question. Go ahead. What is Brittany doing with her life?
Who? Brittany who? Spears. Kenny said, I lost money at work yesterday. Had to pay my Pirate Club dues, but it's done and dusted now. Come on, football season. Now Kenny's doing Zach Kaplan bits. Kenny, we can't. Kenny, calm down. We can't have that.
That's fine for Kenny to be doing bits in the chat. Zach Kaplan's going to be here in 6 minutes.
Yeah, Zach, just real quick.
Matt said Marky Mark was just playing himself in Boogie Nights. Okay, so let's add Boogie Nights to the list with Bull Durham. What are some other ones?
Of what category?
The movies I haven't seen.
Oh, Boogie Nights.
That I hear are really good.
Like, I really love Bull Durham, but I will say Boogie Nights is a masterpiece, and it is one of the greatest films ever made.
Kicking the ding-dings.
Yeah, I've heard it's great. I need to watch it.
I mean, it was just all downhill from Mark after
that. He was in the bad Planet of the Apes movies, right?
Yeah, just the one.
Just the one.
They were supposed to do like 10, and after that, they were like, you know what, let's just shut it down.
Now, the third iteration, I love. I love those flicks.
Yeah.
Marky Mark had to be in something good. He was in Fear in the 90s.
Fear was one of the really good ones.
The other guys is great.
You should have done a double feature with The Good Son and Fear. Those came out kind of around the same time, and were somewhat similar.
I loved him in Shooter.
Shooter? Okay.
I loved him in Shooter.
I thought that was a Shooter McGavin documentary, and I was way off.
We need more Shooter McGavin.
And I didn't think he was that bad in The Italian Job either.
How about Four Brothers?
Four Brothers was pretty good for me.
What about Five Brothers? 6 Brothers.
All right. Kenny cannot wait and says Zach is the man. Fine,
well,
Kenny.
he's entered the building.
We'll take a break because when we return, Zach Kaplan, WNCT Channel 9, will join us inside the First Flight Credit Union studios. Matt said, Basketball Diaries? Never seen it. It's Leo, right?
Yeah.
Never saw that.
It's good.
Okay. A lot of 90s stuff there. We will. Let's do a flip through or two with Zach. Talk some college football. We'll talk college football with Ken LaVicka later on in our show. On our AppliancesSuperstore.com opponent preview, we'll talk FAU football today. We'll talk ACC with Jeff Nadu. We'll talk Pirate football with Rahjai Harris. We'll talk Pirate football past and present with Greg Hudson. It's a football edition of Pirate Radio Live, and we're back with you after this.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Recalculating. You are now in the middle of nowhere. Well, not exactly. Welcome to Martin County, the middle of nowhere, but the center of everything. Just 80 miles from the Outer Banks, 90 from Raleigh, and less than 30 minutes from East Carolina University and the Pamlico River. Kayak the Roanoke River, dance in downtown Williamston, or just watch horses do their thing in farm life. So yeah, you could stay stressed, or you have arrived at peace. Martin County, get lost in the best way.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Pepper, oh no, they didn't! Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen.
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
Michelob Ultra is brewed here. So is the feeling when we rally together behind one team. From the pitch to the pool, Superior is brewed here. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the U.S. men's national soccer team. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, San Jose Bush, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest to goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Hey, what's up, man? It's Josh Hawkins, former NFL player, and you listen to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Shirley Rhodes, intern Avery. Jared Watkins back, graduated from physical therapy, and also joining us at the table, Big Ten Cappy, Zach Kaplan. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Clip. Great to be with you.
Hey, Zach.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
So Jarrett, segment 1, said, man, I haven't seen Zach Kaplan in forever.
Literally months.
And their first greeting was one of the more awkward greetings you'll ever see. Zach clearly wanted to go in for the handshake hug. Jarrett, barely wanted to do the handshake part and sidestepped the hug. It was very awkward.
Yeah, I'm not a big embrace kind of guy. Hey, I'll say, I missed you, man. Great to see you. But I'm not about to show you. I missed you, Jarrett. Yeah, man.
Sometimes actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's the opposite of what I do.
Yeah, man.
I'm a word guy.
Zach, good to see you. There we go.
Yeah, good to see you, Clip.
Kenny says, have y'all flipped on Illinois yet with name redacted as their quarterback? Yes, we have. Mm-hmm. We have done Illinois in the flip through. And
ILL.
Let's start this segment with talking some college football right now.
All right, stop.
Hammer time. Say it again.
Stop.
All right, we'll talk about this team with Jeff Nadu a little bit later on in our show. They were one of the more surprising teams in college football last year. Did anybody have Wake Forest winning 9 games last year?
Just found out they won 9 games.
Breaking news, Wake Forest won 9 games last year. How did they get there? Yeah, they beat your Kennesaw States and Western Carolinas and Oregon States, but they also won in Blacksburg. They beat SMU. They won in Charlottesville. They beat North Carolina. They beat Delaware. Their losses last year were to NC State.
That was a blunder. They were up big in that one early.
They lost in overtime to Georgia Tech.
Not a bad.
That was a Thursday night game with NC State, the one where the food truck caught on fire.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Good call.
I was watching that game at OT's.
Yep.
They lost at Florida State, and they lost at Duke in the finale. So a really good year for Wake Forest. When I think Wake Forest football, I think of the good-looking quarterback, Hartman.
Yeah.
Sam Hartman.
They had a good quarterback before that, Jamie
Newman.
Hello, Newman. They've had a wide receiver that went to the NFL that had a weird name.
Jeremiah Melvin transferred to ECU from Wake Forest.
Looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table. Wake Forest, NFL. I love how I type when NFL.
You know how like Blake Harrell has like hell yeah has kind of been his thing. Jake Dickert's thing, who's the head coach of Wake Forest, is built in the dark. That's their hashtag.
What does that mean?
It's Bane.
Built in the dark, as in the work you do when nobody's watching is what fuels wins on the field.
Even if nobody's watching, you can turn the lights on. You don't have to be in the dark.
Not some people.
Well, they're kind of, out of the spotlight. Winston-Salem,
Okay.
It's even the media there, I would say, is in Charlotte and Raleigh half the time and not over there. So they're flying under the radar.
Greg Dortch was the receiver.
Who can forget him?
Yes. I knew he had a weird name.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
Chris
you got to
Paul.
go back.
May have heard of him.
Jeff Teague.
Man.
James Jones.
Wake Forest came here, played East Carolina in basketball, and I want to say it was like tied at halftime.
Really?
Let's see. Zach, I am not joking, dude. Wake Forest, ECU basketball. I want to pull up this box score and find it. Wake Forest, 57-46. That wasn't it. I'll find it momentarily. Zach, what do you think about the ACC this year, and where does Wake Forest sit?
They're not going to win 9. I don't think. I mean, obviously it's possible, but I'm going to say probably not winning 9. They kind of broke through last year in a surprising way, like you said, but you look at some of the wins they had. That SMU game was on a walk-off, I want to say 50-yard field goal, and then really had some luck in other one-score games, namely that one at Virginia Tech, who I believe that was right after they fired Pry. I think that might have been first game with an interim head coach. So they won some one-score games that went their way, even against Kennesaw in the opener. I mean, a game they arguably should have lost. So I do think that comes back a little bit towards the mean, and they're probably looking at 6-6, 7-5 this year. They will have Gio Lopez at quarterback. If his name sounds familiar, he was at Carolina last year, and then Belichick kind of, in my opinion, screwed him over by starting to mix him in and out of drives, so he couldn't be in a rhythm. So it'll be really interesting to see what Gio looks like in that offense, where he's been in really since the end of last season and has had time to get familiar with that Wake Forest offense and what Jake Dickert wants to run there.
I guess I'm used to everything at this point, but that is weird to have guys transfer within conference and stuff like that.
Their OC is the guy who did the Nick Saban impression in the locker room back in the day, the clip that went viral.
Wow.
Rob Ezel. He was a
player,
receiver.
right? Yeah.
And so he is the offensive coordinator of that team now.
They grow up so fast.
Yeah.
I was wrong. ECU was down 4 at halftime.
Still not bad.
41-37 to number 6 Wake Forest. They lost 95-54.
All right.
Outscored 54-17 in the second half. Leading the way for the Deeks that day was
Al Farouk Aminu
with 21. Jeff Teague had 10. James Johnson had 9. And 5 and 4.
Kept him in check.
And L.D. Williams, who once played sports trivia at A.J. McMurphy's.
Wow.
He came with Ryan McManus, who went to Wake Forest. LD Williams had some sick dunks in that game for Wake Forest. Checking the box score for the Pirates. Leading the way, Darius Morrow, 15-9. Very talented big man for ECU. Chad Wynn put up 8 points from inside. My guy Sam Hennett, 1 of 9 from 3. Was not my guy that night. 9 points for the Pirates.
Before Rahjai Harris was your guy?
Brock Young, 5 points, 9 assists.
Who was the coach of that team?
That might have been, I want to say that might have been Mac. Might have been Mac.
All right.
We'll have to ask him. But then again, he'll be like, Clip, you only look at the bad losses. Well, Mac, give me something to look at, man.
Yeah, you're not watching the games, man. You're just looking at the box score.
I was at that game.
Was that a 2015, you said?
I'd never said that. Never said anything close to that.
15. Well, Jeff Teague was on the team.
That's like it's 12.
I think it was 09er.
Oh, wow. Okay. Way back then. Yeah, because those 8 guys for ECU, I'm like, I have never heard of any of them.
Yeah, I like those players, but did not go well. Kenny, when he thinks of Wake Forest, thinks of Mitch Griffiths.
All right.
Yeah. Well, that's an intersection there.
I think a lot of Wake Forest fans, just the one that I've talked to, when they think of Mitch Griffiths.
Wait, how many do you know?
1.
Okay.
And when Mitch Griffiths transferred in, he said, he's the worst quarterback I've ever watched in my life.
All right.
Like, I don't know about that.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, the guy watches a lot of bad football. I'm not going to say who his pro team is.
If you watch the 2023 East Carolina football team, I mean, there's no way Mitch is worse than anything we saw that year.
Yeah.
Any guy who received a snap.
Let's look at
there's no way.
The Mitch Griffiths numbers, the stats, of course, are a statistic you can look at. He threw 13 passes as a freshman. He threw 2 passes in 2021 as a freshman. He somehow was a freshman again in 2022 and threw 41 passes.
He only played 4 games, allowed to keep his eligibility. Redshirt rules. Or keep the year.
Thanks, nerd. I get it, but is it not funny that he gets 3 freshman seasons, Zach?
Well, Clipper, he actually, as I pushed the bridge of my glasses here, he actually...
I get it. He had redshirt, COVID, whatever. He played 3 freshman seasons at Wake Forest. And then I guess the season your one Wake Forest friend is talking about, 9 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah.
59% completion percentage is a little alarming.
Yeah, not good.
And but then at Texas Tech, he plays in 7 games or appears in 7 games. 26 of 36, a couple of touchdowns, no picks. So overall, he has 17 touchdowns to 8 interceptions in his career.
I believe 2 starts last year at Texas Tech when Baron Morton was out. Oklahoma State game is the notable one where he kind of put him on his back, and then I believe 1 other game.
Never played a game as a junior. I think we should get him as a junior. He played 3 freshman seasons, 1 sophomore, and 1 senior season. And now he's back.
He goes back.
He goes back to being a junior.
Well, he's lucky that 5 for 5 is not a thing yet because he'd be cooked.
When does that kick in?
It's supposed to be start of this. I think 2027.
So if you are a freshman entering in 2027,
I think if you enroll this school year, well, no, because it's still got him. I think it's enrolling next year. Sorry, enrolling next year.
So you just get 5 and then you're done.
Yeah, you have 5 years to. Yeah, you have 5 years
until you go to the court and they say, you can play.
Yeah, come on.
And then
because the NCAA doesn't win.
Do you even need a lawyer in those cases? Because I feel like a lot of them, it's just like, come on, let me play. And it's like, all right.
You know what? You sold me.
Clip, you mentioned a statistic you can look at.
Yeah.
I meant to say it off the top, but a very happy birthday to Brian Bailey, who's celebrating in Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, he is.
What's he doing there?
Probably having a good time. He's celebrating. Texted him this morning. Looked like he and the family were enjoying themselves. And don't call him because you'll ring up international charges. You'll get charged like $10 for it. But feel free to.
Did you do that?
Text him, Facebook message him. No, I texted him.
Oh, okay.
No.
That would have been my birthday present. It's just like, all right, I spent $20 calling you. So,
damn it, Zach! I told you to quit calling me.
I told y'all to shut up.
Hopefully, my text didn't cost him that I sent earlier today, wishing him a happy birthday.
You're an Android guy. I don't know. The green text. I don't know.
The green is for money, Clip.
That's true.
Are you one of those people that look down on Androiders?
No, I think it's stupid when people do that.
Do you think it's stupid? Do you think Ken Wallington's stupid?
No, I think he's very smart.
All right. How do you feel about people that care about what other people put on a hot dog?
No,
Ken is one of those, if you put ketchup on a hot dog, you deserve to die people.
Oh.
To die?
To die?
Maybe not die, but...
Choke on said hot dogs?
Yeah, maybe break your ankle. Something like that.
I'd rather die. Nobody, I don't wish this on anybody.
Yesterday was National Hot Dog Day, and Ken was very, specific that, hey, if you put ketchup on a hot dog, you're a loser.
Ken's one of those people where it's just like, he's a good guy, sometimes cool, but it's like, he's a bit out there.
All that hate is on him, man.
Yeah, all that hate is on him.
All that hate is on him.
I'm actually going to Chicago this weekend where people would be very in line with Ken's line of thinking if you put ketchup on a hot dog.
What are you going to Chicago for?
I got a wedding. It's on Saturday, and then I'm going to try to hit Wrigley Field Sunday. Little Cubs and the Twins.
Try to see the Odyssey in IMAX 70 millimeter. They got a theater out there that sells 70 millimeter.
How much are those tickets going for? Because I heard they're...
Oh, it's probably sold out. It is opening weekend.
Yeah. That'd be the challenge there.
You trying to see that this weekend?
I'm going Sunday to the big IMAX in Raleigh at Marbles.
Zebulon doesn't have a 70 millimeter IMAX?
North Carolina doesn't.
Marbles?
Closest one is in Georgia.
Wow, okay. I was thinking Virginia at least.
Marbles is a place, right?
A museum, yeah.
Yeah. I think I went there with Lily and some kids one time.
Yeah.
Is it true that the tickets are like going for like sports game?
Anybody
prices?
buying a reseller movie ticket is probably one of the stupidest people.
No, go there. Go to the Ken Wallington level.
Sorry to be a hypocrite, but yeah, I put whatever you want to on your hot dog. But if you are paying over $300 for a movie ticket,
my ticket was $14.
That very very reasonable.
That is cheap for IMAX.
That's what I expected to be. $15, $20.
I've never seen a movie in IMAX. I went to an IMAX and saw like some kind of mountain climber thing.
Yeah,
type. You know what I'm saying?
Probably at Marbles.
It was kind of like a generic song we can play on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah,
it was just a generic movie type thing, but it was cool. Like I want to see a good movie in IMAX.
Yeah, this is the one.
We have that capability in Greenville, right?
Yeah, golden ticket.
Golden ticket.
But I mean, I live out California way.
Sure. All right,
might as well.
Let's do another one.
Let's do it.
Kenny says, "Take a bulletproof vest."
I'm not. Do you think I'm like hanging out in O Block?
O Block.
I'm not. Kenny, calm down.
Those bleacher creatures are tough there in Wrigley.
There's no fighting in the bleachers.
What was that?
Kenny, calm down.
Takashi 6ix9ine went to O Block and he's like, "Posted up, where y'all at?" Heard y'all got like he was beefing with some Chicago rapper.
There's just no way.
I want you to recreate that video where you go to the most dangerous part of O Block and just be like, "So, where y'all at?"
Only if I can do a fifth quarter call-in from O Block.
Well, we won't be on the air. But
hey, gang members,
you can leave a message.
Let's hit another.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message.
Holy Toledo, the Toledo Rockets.
Oh man, Isaiah Winstead.
Where's Ken when you need him? This is Ken's old team.
We did a MAC school with Ken yesterday, and that school was Sacramento State.
It's like it flipped. Like he should have done Toledo, and I should have done Sac State.
Why is that?
Used to be in the Big Sky Conference. I've covered a couple of Sac State Hornet games.
Sac State.
Get off my lawn.
But my high school mascot is the Rockets, so go Rockets.
What NFL running back went to Toledo?
Kareem Hunt.
That is correct.
Glad you knew that. I would have been sitting here. Wouldn't have been good radio.
Still sitting here.
I would have been sitting here speechless.
Gotcha.
No,
well, you may have liked that, actually.
Continue, clip.
Julian Edelman, Kent State?
Yeah.
Who went to Toledo? NFL players from Toledo. I keep wanting to say Kent State guys. Antonio Gates.
Yeah, Kent State. Dolph Ziggler.
Quinion Mitchell.
He went to Toledo. He's a corner, yeah.
Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson?
Yeah, I'm naming them, Jared. You don't have to repeat them. I'm saying their names.
He's just your hype man. He's just.
Did we say Kareem Hunt?
Kareem Hunt, yeah, I said that. Good one.
I believe Quinion Mitchell was said.
I gotta say, man, I look at Toledo, I think, ahead of other MAC schools.
They're at the top for me, yeah.
Yeah. Is that fair?
I feel like it's always year to year in the MAC, though.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, we're all year to year technically, but
it's never Kent State.
No.
And this is the first year without Jason Candle in quite a while.
Yeah.
I thought they had a new coach, and I cheated. I'm looking at the page here.
Lives his life like a candle in the wind. Mike Jacobs is their head coach. Where'd Candle go? Do you think this Jacobs guy can hold a candle to their previous coach?
There it is.
Yeah.
Candle left for UConn, to answer your question, because Jim Mora went to Colorado
State. Kind of random.
So that's your
he loves the
session there. Loves them mountains. Bruce Gradkowski. What a name.
I should have pulled that one. Andrew Hawkins. I remember that wide receiver name.
Who can forget?
Isn't he on ESPN now? Play for the Browns?
He's in media in
He
some
did play
capacity.
for the Browns.
All right, yeah, I think he had.
Brett Kern was a punter for a bit in the NFL.
Kern?
Barry Church. I remember him as well. Toledo 8-5. Let's look at their non-con. Can they get a Big Ten win? They open up at Michigan State.
Yes.
I always feel like I take that MAC team on that week one against the Big Ten team to keep it close.
Do you get burned?
I think I didn't last year.
The line is normally like 38.5, and as long as they can score 10, I think you got it.
Who was it last year? Miami, Wisconsin. I think I might have that one. That was 17-0.
Pushed.
I think they. Oh yeah, it's got the line right there. Michigan State played Western Michigan, plus 21. They lost 23-6.
That's a cover. Ohio State play Kent State.
They did, and they played. I feel like they played two. I think they played Ohio U.
That was another one. Ohio Bobcats at Rutgers, 15-point dogs, lost by 3.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on those early season MAC versus Big Ten.
A lot of new coaches in the MAC, which is kind
Buffalo at Minnesota, 17-point dogs, lost by 13.
Yeah.
Bowling Green, Cincinnati, which is Big 12. Bowling Green, 23-point dogs, lost by 14.
Rivalry game.
Akron at Nebraska, 34-point dogs, lost 68-0.
Zips.
My God.
Man, my guy Joe Moorhead in trouble there.
Kent State got smoked by Texas Tech, Florida State, Oklahoma. They're bad. Toledo Rockets, all-time leading passer, Logan Woodside, Bruce Gradkowski, and Terrence Owens, T.O. Chester Taylor went to Toledo, their second all-time leading rusher behind Kareem Hunt. Toledo at Michigan State, Central Connecticut, Temple, and San Diego State is their non-conference.
Kenny's asking, didn't Big Ben come out of the MAC, Miami, Ohio?
That he did.
Yeah, Red Hawk.
So I think Northern Illinois, I remember they had a special year, thanks to Jeff Confer leading them as their AD.
Oh, boy.
Miami of Ohio's had good years. Toledo's been good. They rode the boat at Western Michigan. They got to a big bowl game.
Fleck got him to the Cotton Bowl
one year. But
I think they played Wisconsin.
Ohio was steady under Frank Solich. I don't remember them being great.
They won 3 MAC titles with Tim Albin.
You would know that.
So
that's your guy.
That was 2 years ago.
That's your guy, yeah.
In 22, 23, 24, they went 10 wins, 11 wins. So they've been up there.
Smart of the Buckeyes to not schedule them those years and then schedule them last year.
But
well, I mean, they did this 8 years in advance.
I got to say, Eastern Michigan's never good.
Chips,
Buffalo
was pretty good, especially with Khalil Mack.
Bowling Green's never good.
Yeah. I mean, they've had a couple years.
Is Eddie George still the coach there?
He is. Second year.
Akron's never good.
Went from Tennessee State to Bowling Green to BG Falcons.
And Kent State might be the worst team
ever.
Bowling Green, alma mater of Doc Emmerich.
All right.
If you didn't know, now you know.
We'll take a break on that. Talking college football and more with Zach Kaplan here on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jamie said Zach just getting cheese on his hot dog. Is that true?
No. I'm more of a, I had this in Seattle outside a Mariners game. It was like cream cheese, peppers, and onions. And I was like, this could be awful. Pretty good. Was not bad.
I hear that's what started that new parasite going. She just ate.
But I'll maybe at Portillo's this weekend and see what Chicago's got to offer.
Kenny said if there's a name that should be banned on Pirate Radio, that's the one.
Which one is that, Big Ben?
I'm thinking Jeff Confer.
Oh, God, yeah. I agree, Ken.
Robert said, how about Ball State? I don't.
They were good with David Letterman.
I don't think they're ever good, are they?
No, not the. Not
8 wins, maybe. I think they won during COVID.
Having said all that,
Muncie.
Keep the MAC. The MAC. I hate Northern Illinois leaving. I hate Sacramento State joining.
I think is UMass in it.
Yeah, that's fine. They were used to be. So
yeah,
maybe not.
They don't belong in.
Break.
They don't belong in FBS.
What the hell are you talking about? Back with you after this.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chicken spaces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Vacation should be about relaxing, not wondering about what's happening back home.
With SCI Technologies, you don't have to. Your property is protected from every angle. Cameras watching, fire protection, the alerts are there before a small problem becomes a big one.
And if something does happen, you know instantly. A motion alert, a quick glance at your phone, and you're back to relaxing.
Because real security doesn't just protect your property, it protects your peace of mind. So go ahead, unplug, unwind, and enjoy the trip.
We've got the rest.
SCI Technologies, protecting what matters no matter where you are.
The days are hot, but the deals are hotter at Russell's in downtown Washington. Rhonda has all summer merchandise 40 to 75% off. Refresh your wardrobe with great savings from casual comfort to the perfect outfit for weddings, vacation, and everything in between. Whether you're dressing to impress or looking to stay cool, Russell's has all the brands, styles, and customer service you deserve. But don't wait. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation! This is your hometown team at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with the Summer Hot Deals event that's making waves across eastern North Carolina. Score 8% below MSRP on 2026 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cabs, 12% below MSRP on Bighorn, Lone Star, and Laramie models, and an unbelievable 15% below MSRP on Rebel, Limited, and Tungsten Crew Cabs. Now's the time to upgrade your ride. From all of us at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, proud supporters of Pirate Radio and Pirate Nation. Remember, drive a little to save a lot.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them, even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles away. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, order ahead on our app and put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Brian Packard, ECU former baseballer. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're for listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your office printer on the fritz? Well, don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all your office printing devices. Contact CopyPro today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
How would you describe Zach Kaplan?
This guy eats everything but innings. He's the kind of guy you put into pitch and it's like, this feels like it's been going on for 6 hours. And that's not saying you're terrible. That's just saying...
You're allowed to rip me whenever you want. We've been over this. You can rip me.
No, I mean, you talk a lot.
I do?
Zach is our ace. Zach Kaplan joining us here on a Thursday. Guys, what do you think of the ESPYs?
Watched every single second of it. I thought it was brilliant.
Brilliant?
Yes.
Ridiculous that Jack Hughes' goal didn't get play of the year. And
wait, are you talking seriously about the ESPYs right now? Okay, let's get into it.
No, we don't have to.
So what were the play of the year nominees?
They gave it to Anunoby's tip in.
I don't think that's ridiculous. That was one of the greatest plays I ever seen.
That is a golden goal to win the first gold medal for this country in 46 years.
The Knicks won the title for the first time since the 70s. We've won a gold medal in hockey more recently than the Knicks.
Not by much.
Not by much. That's a bad argument.
Not 5 decades.
Not in either of our lifetimes.
I thought the OG play was, again, yes, I've seen hockey goals cooler than that one. I get the moment, but we're talking about the play.
Yeah. I mean,
the play
I've never seen a play like
you try to recreate that 1,000 times. It never had. I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about the players on the court try to recreate that sequence as it is in the game. It never goes in. That was a miracle. That was a miracle.
A miracle.
You want to talk the literal sense? I can understand that.
What sense are you talking? Figuratively?
Most meaningful?
He's in the 5th dimension.
I'm in the ether, bro.
What were the other nominees?
Well,
some guy made a putt.
Victor Rojas' home run also should have been there.
I think Ryan Blaney's win in Atlanta should have won. That was awesome.
That was past the time.
When he did that slide job.
Chris Bell pushing him over I mean, what a fantastic finish to the race. And when people ask me why I watched the entire thing, I was like, somebody's got to watch it. And everybody I've talked to did not watch it. Somebody had to.
What home run are you talking about? Was that a home run off a Pirate pitcher?
Yeah.
And that's what you want to be the play of the year?
And I'm saying it on Pirate Radio.
Son of a gun.
I know. What are you going to do with me?
Turncoat. I did see Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, and DJ Khaled were presenting the Athlete of the Year. And they had Mike Tyson read Shohei Ohtani. And then Jake Paul does Shohei can't be here tonight. He really wishes he could, but he's doing blah, blah, blah. And Mike Tyson says in the mic, it's a man? I thought Shohei Ohtani was a woman.
Great.
Spinal.
So that's what I missed last night.
Broke my back.
Yeah.
All that hate is on him, man.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch the ESPYs.
Who did?
Why was that trio introducing an award
Nightmare
together?
Smoke rotation.
Probably one of the biggest awards of the night.
I heard
that's crazy.
The Mostly Sports guys were talking about the Savannah Bananas, I guess, opened it up, or they were a big part of it.
Or give me a break with that.
Give Zach a break, okay, folks?
Would you please? Would you please?
The amount of people that care about the Savannah Bananas and that whole entire thing it blows my mind. Like I sit in this world and sometimes look at things and be like, am I in the wrong? Am I from a different planet? How is this watchable?
You're like, was that wrong? And no, you're absolutely right.
I like dumb stuff too, so I ain't gonna have hate on them.
The one thing the ESPYs always reminds me is that it's the absolute slowest sports night of the year.
Yep, it's the worst, man.
Yep.
I watched instead of the ESPYs, I watched the 2024 divisional round Rams-Eagles on NFL Network, and it was fantastic.
Oh, I hate that.
Watching a snow game in July.
Because if the Rams would have won, would Washington have hosted the NFC Championship
Did you win the division?
eventually? No.
Because the Eagles hosted that game against the Rams.
Did the Rams win the division?
No, because they're on the road.
Well, the Eagles could have been the 1 or 2s.
2024 NFL playoff bracket.
Bottom line is you made a better use.
That was a snow game, right?
Yeah.
So the Commanders. So the Rams played a home game. So I guess it would have been against the Rams. But I feel like that would have been easier than going to Philadelphia.
So I guess they do in the West. Wait, you said divisional? Yeah.
But damn.
Great game.
Great game.
I mean, inch away from the Rams winning. No Eagles Super Bowl. Would have been nice.
Definitely a better usage of time than watching the ESPYs.
Yep.
Last night we played sports trivia. Had a fun night. Zach had a perfect, a great Jim Calhoun impression. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I can't say what he said.
It was not a dime back. It was not one of those.
What's the take?
It was the one about Ryan Gomes. You want me to say I effed up? I effed up.
But Zach hit it perfect. And it was, you know how I fake laughed during the break, Zach?
That was fake?
Oh, I was big time fake.
Dang it.
I gave you a genuine laugh last night on that one.
All right, so I'm 1-1.
You're 1-1.
Over the last 24 hours.
But fun times at OT's last night. Did you get anything to eat?
I did. Yep. Chicken Caesar wrap. It's my go-to. Yeah, the curly fries will change up as far as the sides go. So those are good. Chicken Caesar wrap was exactly what I needed.
You might say I'm addicted. I had sliders last night. Had a cheesesteak today from OT's.
What kind of sliders?
CDR? Just the burger sliders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Are you guys
pretty good?
Pretty good.
Are you guys both at the point of being ready for football season, or do you want like one more week of summer? Where y'all at on that?
No, I need football bad.
What about you, J-Bone?
I'm fine doing whatever, man.
Going with the flow.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I kind of like having my weekends, not having to worry about football coverage.
Huh. Interesting.
Are you ready for you want Raiders training camp? Like, you ready for that to start?
I don't really care about training camp.
I hate that more than this. I hate preseason more than this. Preseason is such a big tease.
Yes.
That it's almost worse than what we're at right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, all right, football's here, but it's really not. It's not at all. And you turn it on and you're like, God, this sucks. Kenny says, huge show tomorrow. Phil Steele will be on. Sorry, Zach, he's not picking Penn State this year.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That did not go well.
Oh, the boys did it. I really didn't.
Year one of Matt Campbell. Who wins more games, Penn State or Virginia Tech?
Oh, Lions. Penn State will win more games.
Okay.
But today is Virginia Tech Day at ACC kickoff, so I don't know if you heard Clip Rock, but the Hokies won the offseason. We've never heard that phrase in Happy Valley before, so good luck, Blacksburg. Hope you have a great time with the James experience, because boy, oh boy, are they going to be just firing on all cylinders over in Blacksburg this year.
Where's that been?
Oh, my God.
What did he ever do to you, man?
Just, brought my expectations and hopes up just to absolutely swiftly kick me between the legs.
You want Bill O'Brien back?
I want Matt Campbell, and we have him.
I'm glad you're thankful for what you got.
I'm thankful.
Hopefully he can have those 11 and 13 win seasons that James Franklin had at Penn State.
And hopefully Virginia Tech can have 8 and 9 win seasons, which is what they're hoping for.
All right, Zach, thanks for joining us. Anything to be on the lookout for at WNCT Channel 9?
Not a whole lot, but coming up next week, we'll start to get into high school football, some conference media days, and then high school football itself, practices started the 29th, so we're coming up on less than 2 weeks. So that is real football, and then we get into fake football right after that.
I like it. Thanks, Zach.
Thanks, Clip. The segment is done and dusted.
Done and dusted.
That it is. When we return, an Appliances Superstore opponent preview. We'll talk FAU football with Ken LaVicka, the play-by-play voice of the FAU Owls. That's on the way. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
If you need an appliance fast, head to Appliances Superstore in Greenville. They have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in eastern North Carolina, including trusted brands like Speed Queen, so you can skip the wait and take home what you need today. Visit their new convenient location at 301 Plaza Drive and discover incredible savings on top brands. Visit their website, appliancessuperstore.com, and click the in-stock menu to shop the exact appliances they have ready today. Appliances Superstore. If it's in your home tomorrow, it's because it's in our store today. Go Pirates!
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Warm up with savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. They're now open 7 days a week, and you can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. A football Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Got Jeff Nadu joining us later on this hour, talking a little ACC football. Talk about the best teams, the best players, and what to watch out for. Also, Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, as we'll recap yesterday's interview with stand-up comedian Jared Waters, who tried to walk on to the ECU football team one spring, and he had some Greg Hudson and Rick Smith memories and a whole lot of the players as well. We'll rehash that with Coach Hud in hour 3. Also, our guy Rahjai Harris will join us on the program as well. But right now, we'll have another opponent preview brought to you by Appliances Superstore. If you need appliances today, head to Appliances Superstore in Greenville. They have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in Eastern North Carolina, including trusted brands like Speed Queen, so you can skip the wait and take home what you need today. Visit their new convenient location, 301 Plaza Drive, and discover incredible savings on top brands. If you want to see what's available before you stop by, visit their website, appliancessuperstore.com. Click the in-stock menu to shop the exact appliances they have ready today. Appliances Superstore. If it's in your home tomorrow, it's because it's in our store today. All right, let's hear my chat with Ken LaVicka, the play-by-play voice of the FAU Owls. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, play-by-play voice of the FAU Owls. He is Ken LaVicka joining us. Ken, how you doing, man?
I'm good. It's good to talk to you again. And this also means that, good Lord, we're on the doorstep of the college football season. I was actually talking with someone today in the athletics department. I'm like, we're going to be hanging out at camp in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's wild. And there's a point where in the summer, the offseason, you start getting bored. And then all of a sudden you realize, the calendar's in my favor now. So here we go. I can't wait.
I'm with you, man. Looking forward to it, and excited to talk to you today and talk about this FAU team. We got Phil Steele coming on our show Friday, so excited to talk to Phil Steele. And I tell you what, he likes at least some parts of this FAU team. He's got them on his most improved list. He's got them as his projected number 1 pass offense in 2026. So let's start there with the positives. And this team, once again, projected to put up a lot of points in 2026.
Yeah, and that's not a surprise. Part of the reason that Phil Steele conveyed in the college football Bible that he's high on Florida Atlantic is that FAU has the best retention of any team in the group of 6. And so, as you know, that matters a significant amount. And so FAU was able to find the funds. And obviously everybody in college sports wants to think that, loyalty. Yeah, Easton Messer, the number 1 receiver in the nation a year ago, and Caden Veltkamp, the quarterback. Yes, there was a bit of, we love FAU, we love head coach Zach Kitley, but FAU also did what it needed to do to make sure financially that certain parameters were set and prioritized. But that's the reason that there is optimism around this program. It goes to the defensive side as well with CJ Doggett anchoring the defensive line. He had an all-league season a year ago. So the biggest pieces, the biggest contributors are back. It's just going to be a matter of how did FAU do in the portal? And there's it's questions that still need to be answered. But I think there were some lessons learned from a year ago.
We've done 6, 7, maybe 8 of these now, looking at ECU opponents. And I'm glad to hear you say there was a high retention rate, because that has not been the case for pretty much anybody else we've talked about.
Even coaches. Yeah,
right.
Forget players for a second. Coaches. Yeah. And what's crazy is the year before, you remember almost half the league had their coaches fired. This offseason, you had over a quarter of the teams have their coaches earn a promotion elsewhere. It's just weird how this league works, but that's why it makes it's so difficult to forecast, so difficult to prognosticate.
Yeah, Blake Harrell's been here a year and a half, whatever, going on 2.5 years, and he's one of the longest tenured coaches in the league, which is crazy to say.
Right.
The first thing I look at, Ken, and we've already touched on it, but is your head coach back? Is your quarterback? Yes, back. Those are 2 big check marks for FAU. How about guys at the skill position? Who are you excited about this season?
Yeah, so FAU lost Asad Wasim from a year ago, who was sort of their go-to big play receiver. Easton Messer would make big plays, but he was just very dependable. He finds space. That's why he was able to rack up so many interceptions. Again, tops in the country, rack up so many yards. But Asad Wasim was really the one that stretched the field. Now, he left in the portal, but the receiver who was right behind him in terms of big plays and hitting over the top, Dom Henry, is back. In fact, late in the year against UConn on a 4th and 11 from FAU's own 9, he had the 91-yard touchdown reception. So this is a guy who can get after it. This is a guy who's extremely dependable and explosive. And then in the backfield, Caden Shields-Dutton, who about just past the midway point of last season became the number 1 running back. He returns as well. So if you're talking offense, you have two really good receivers, including one that is one of the best receivers in the entire sport. You have a running back who is nothing but consistent and another year older now in this system. So that's going to certainly help the quarterback. What FAU did do a lot of last year, and that's turn the ball over from the quarterback position. In fact, nobody had more turnovers from the quarterback position last year. So if Veltkamp can cut down on that and really maximize those skill position players, you're not talking another 4-win season.
Going back to last year, you mentioned that UConn game. I wanted to ask you about the stretch. You've got 4 wins with 3 games left to go. You knew it would be a tough stretch with Tulane, UConn, East Carolina. Lose to Tulane, lose a barn burner with UConn, and then you're out of bowl contention. And East Carolina was like a 7-point favorite, and the Pirates took it to FAU. That was kind of a surprising one.
I don't know what game you're talking about. I don't remember that game at all. I have
put
no
that
idea.
one out of the mind. But in year 1 of Kidley, were you able to look back on it and say, okay, we a lot of positives this year? How much did that kind of final 3-week sting, though, to not get in a bowl game?
Yeah, the problem is there's context needed to that, and I'm not trying to diminish FAU at all, but we know who the heavyweights in the league were last year, and FAU had at junctures throughout the season a team in Memphis that was in first place that they played, a team in USF that was in first place when they played, a team in Tulane who is in first place when they played. And if East Carolina would have been able to find a way to win in the penultimate game of the season, they would have played East Carolina, who would have had a share for the conference lead in the final week of the season. But
I put that game out of my head, by the way.
Yeah, right. You don't remember that one at all. Yeah. But playing 3 teams in a month stretch that all had a share of the league lead at the point where FAU played them, that's never happened in Florida Atlantic football's history. So it was a difficult, tricky schedule this year. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. There was a 4th one in 5 weeks. Navy had a share of first place when FAU played them on the road. Man. So it was not easy. The Americans done FAU no favors this year, putting every triple option offense in the conference on the schedule. But it was this is 4 wins at this juncture. Okay. But you kind of had the feeling it was going to be treacherous. Yeah, a lot was going to have to go right, and that's exactly how it turned out. And part of the reason things went sideways against East Carolina is because of the UConn game, where FAU needed it to have bowl eligibility stay alive. And it was as heartbreaking, as gut-wrenching, as crotch-kicking as you could possibly imagine that game to be.
We are talking FAU football today. Ken LaVicka joining us. Ken, I glanced at your conference schedule this year and didn't see Tulane, didn't see Memphis, saw UTSA. You get them at home. That's a good thing, and thought, okay, pretty good. But then you're right. You get Navy, Army, and that Rice attack, whatever they're doing over there, plus USF and a trip to Greenville to play ECU. So I would say a pretty challenging conference schedule. At Florida, the rivalry game with FIU, at ULM and Texas Southern non-conference. How do you kind of look at this schedule overall?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the path to 6 is there, and with what this program has been, and it has not seen success since Lane Kiffin, and only 1 bowl game, and that was in the COVID year where everybody made a bowl game in the first year under Willie Taggart. 6 is the goal. Just get bowl eligible. And some FAU fans don't want to hear it, but I think there's a lot of realism within the FAU fan base. Just get to 6. And yes, there is a path there, clearly. But there are situations where you need to take advantage of who you have at home. You need to beat Rice again like you did a year ago and did so in Houston. And you need to find a way to ding one of the heavyweights in this league. And USF, after Florida Atlantic just plowed through them in the Owls' first year in the league, it's been rough against the Bulls. And we don't know what Brian Hartline's going to be now with Alex Golish going to Auburn, but there's a ton of athletes. They have a great receiving core, as you'd expect with Brian Hartline and what he did with those Ohio State behemoths catching footballs. But you need to finally ding one of the heavyweights in the league. That's how FAU gets to 6. That's how FAU hangs around. The schedule is conducive in the non-conference. That's been something FAU has not done well either. They have not been able to set the base in the non-conference. You start the year at Florida against former Tulane coach John Summerall. That one's going to be tricky, but can he go to ULM and win? FAU's going to be a favorite in that game. Obviously, Texas Southern at home. FIU, even losing the Shula Bowl last year, FAU's going to be a favorite in that game. Can you take care of business and go 3-1 into conference play? That is going to really tell the tale of FAU's season.
And Ken, I ask this of every opponent, not just FAU, not singling out the Owls, but who's going to play defense in the American? And can FAU play some defense this year? I know giving up, I think, over 30 last year a game. Do you see that side improving this year?
Well, that's the hope. That's definitely the hope. FAU had stretches. In fact, the defense kept FAU in the game against USF and had things nervous for a little bit. FAU's defense very much had Florida Atlantic in the game at Navy last year, made things nervous. FAU, the defense had the Owls in the game against Tulane in the second half last year, but it was not sustained enough. And FAU was atrocious on the ground. Could not stop the run game, but part of the bigger issue was could not turn opponents over at all. Florida Atlantic not only threw more interceptions than any team in America, FAU had one of the least amount of turnovers on the defensive side of any team in America. FAU had a bottom 3 turnover differential in the country. So if FAU, with what they believe to be an improved secondary, can pick off some footballs, can punch out some balls, and with what they think is going to be a better pass rush than a year ago, because Florida Atlantic also didn't put much pressure on the quarterback, things are going to improve. They think getting CJ Doggett back for another year on the interior is outstanding. Blake Burris, who's an SMU transfer, they have very high hopes for him. The edges should be more improved for Florida Atlantic. And so there's optimism. There's definitely optimism, but it goes back to that R word, retention. There's really no team in the American who has better, forget offense for a second, better defensive side of the ball retention than Florida Atlantic. And you do have to think that that's going to give you an advantage league-wide.
Ken, we talked to Jim Lighthall yesterday from USF, play-by-play voice, and after we talked Bulls football, I asked him about basketball and, can they sustain the success and do what they did last year, get back to the NCAA tournament? Made me think of FAU from years ago, who were able to go to back-to-back NCAA tournaments. Dusty May has now moved on to become a champion and an NBA coach. And how about where FAU is right now? And that had to be so magical for you guys. But do you ever see that coming back? Can you get that back down there?
I think that NCAA tournaments, several are very realistic. I think that listen, FAU has back-to-back seasons basketball of having the newcomer of the year in the league and having the most improved player in the league. And you know what that means when that happens is that they're gone the very next year. No team has been picked apart more the last 2 years than Florida Atlantic. Matas Vokietaitis, who was FAU's freshman starting center, newcomer of the year 2 years ago, he immediately took a 7-figure contract at Texas, okay? So John Jacobs has done a wonderful job. FAU, if Dusty May never happened, John Jacobs having back-to-back 19-win seasons at Florida Atlantic would have made him a deity in FAU basketball history, compared to where FAU was. So the consistency's been there. It's a matter of trying to, in one single season, find a way to meld everything together. Like, look, Wichita State had some retention going in the last year. We saw how it worked out for them. UAB, yes, they lost Lendeborg, but other than that, they had some retention. That went pretty well for them. USF, obviously, they really hit the transfer portal really, really well and won the league, and they were the deserved champions. But FAU is definitely going to get back there. FAU is still a top 5 team in the American Conference. I have no concerns about that, but I want to be clear because FAU fans sometimes need to be reminded, no mid-major team, as long as we have year-to-year free agency and NIL is full throat, no mid-major team is ever going to go back to the Final Four. There is never going to be a Florida Atlantic again where they had 3 to 4 years of these guys playing together, and then FAU retained them after the Final Four year to get back to the NCAA tournament. FAU can get back to the field, but no mid-majors ever going to the Final Four again. Those days are done.
All right, there you go. You heard it from Ken LaVicka here on Pirate Radio Live. Ken, I will wrap it up and circle back to football once again. Phil Steele likes FAU as one of his most improved teams, and to me, that would mean going from 4-8 to a bowl game. And you said there's a path to 6. So is that your expectation this year? At least 6 for the Owls?
Yeah, when it comes to FAU, and what I've seen in my this is my 17th FAU football season, so I've seen a lot. There's nothing I haven't experienced, and what I will say is that this is a time to not temper expectations, but to at least be realistic. Is this going to be a 10-win team? I don't know. I don't think so. I would love it to be. Zach Kitley, he's aiming for it to be. But I think where FAU has been and the below average that FAU has been now for an extended period of time since 2019 when Lane Kiffin went on to Ole Miss, you start at 6 wins. Anything after that is celebratory, but let's just at base level, and I know East Carolina's been through this a little bit until getting back on the uptick over the last 3 years or so. Start at base level, taste that success, and then you start building for the 7, 8, 9 win seasons. But anybody with any common sense at FAU should take 6, get back to postseason play, and then work from there. And if you're better than that, great. Awesome, and we'll enjoy our trip.
Ken, you mentioned your longevity, so one more for you. Man, shame on me. I didn't know this guy in college. I knew he was getting the start against the New Orleans Saints opening day 2012 for my Washington Redskins. Alfred Morris came out of seemingly nowhere and put together one of the greatest seasons a Washington running back has ever had. I was a huge Alfred Morris fan, the player, and seemed like a really cool, humble dude as well, and still a fan of him. But do you have any memories of Alf there at FAU?
Oh, yeah. A ton of memories. And the thing about Alfred Morris is that he went into the 2009 FAU season, went into camp as the backup fullback. He was the backup fullback for FAU, and then all sorts of injuries happened, and before you knew it, he's FAU starting running back. And then we know what happened from there. He found his legs as FAU's running back. He was, as things turned out, the only redeeming on-field feature of Florida Atlantic in the final years of Howard Schnellenberger. Things really took a dive. FAU had only 1 win in 2011, but Alfred Morris was the all-time leading rusher at FAU. Nobody saw his NFL career coming. Okay, but man, did he carve out longevity. Man, did he carve out some really good seasons, especially that rookie year. But as far as him, the man, nobody was surprised by that in Boca Raton. He was a stand-up citizen at FAU. He had his Winnie the Pooh backpack that he wore everywhere, completely unassuming, but he was violent on the field. He's still the most violent physical runner in FAU football history. And it wasn't again until Devin Singletary in 2017 that we saw as dominant an offensive player, period, come through FAU. Devin Singletary just about to be inducted into the Conference USA Hall of Fame, had the 32 rushing touchdowns in 17. But yeah, Alfred Morris, I'm glad that so many people outside of Boca got to experience him like yourself, because true star, not only on the field, but also as a human being.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. Thanks for sharing that, Ken. Appreciate your time, man. Always enjoy it and love your energy. Well, man, I won't talk to you again for a while. It's the season finale, so we'll reconvene in a few months and talk more football.
That's a weekend game, right? That's a Saturday, right? Or scheduled right now
I
for a
believe
Saturday?
so, yep. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
because last time we were in Greenville on a Thursday, so it was a little quiet. So I'm looking forward to getting the actual Greenville experience on a Saturday night.
There we go. All right, Ken. Appreciate it, man. We'll talk to you down the road.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, Ken LaVicka. Anybody else feeling a little Todd Graffinini vibes with Ken LaVicka? He's got some energy. He's got some spunk to him. Unfortunately, that last game of the season at home, always a downer post-Thanksgiving.
Always a dead one.
But this year, if we are playing for a chance to go to the American Conference, maybe a chance to go to the college football playoff, will that put butts in seats? I say yes.
I'm going to just say no based off the time of the year.
All right, fine. You be that guy, pal. What do you make of Ken saying there will never be another FAU-type team in the Final Four?
I mean, I could see it happening, but I just don't know if these mid-majors, as they like to call them, I don't know if they have the bankroll to keep up with the top tiers.
Yeah. But his point about keeping a team together, I think, is very valid. I was looking through the Final Fours, and it is weird when George Mason goes. Mm-hmm. It was kind of weird when Butler left, and Brad Stevens had developed a pretty good program, but you think in the portal era would Gordon Hayward and Matt Howard and those guys have transferred to other schools?
Gordon
perhaps.
Hayward seems like he transferred like Oklahoma or something.
Would Dwayne Wade have transferred from Marquette?
Yeah.
In the portal era. So that's the issue. Like, I mean, we're still going to have these good teams, but they're going to be one-offs and will not stay together and continue to get better and then, eventually break down the door.
Your FAU type is going to be like NC State making it. It's going to be like a Cinderella story, but it's going to be Power 4 money.
Yeah. Jamie said, question for Ken clip. Ken has that sports radio host voice. Did you try to do that type of voice early in your career? I don't think so. I mean, I just like to talk like I talk.
Yeah. I've always been me.
I mean, I've done some play-by-play, and I'm not like monotone when I do it. I'm sure I have a little more of an excited voice, but it's not super exaggerated, I don't think.
I'm so committed to always being myself, I don't get asked back to do a lot of play-by-play or PA.
Good for you. Good for you, Jared. I like the spunk, though. I like the energy that Ken brings. Need that. We will take a timeout, come back when we return. We will hear from... Let's do Rahjai next. We'll do Rahjai Harris. We'll talk to our guy and get his thoughts on little Pirate football past and present, and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live. Thanks to Ken LaVicka from FAU joining us on our Appliances Superstore opponent preview. Mm-hmm. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this. Yep.
Hello, Pirate fans. Jeff Stein coming at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC, and truck month continues. We've got Sierra 1500, 0% for 5 years. You heard me right, 0%. Sierra 2500 HDs, 4.9 plus $2,000 in purchase allowance. Canyon Elevation, 3.9 for 5 years plus $3,000 purchase allowance. Only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. We've got 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Cuccinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at Cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see, for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Summer's here. You're at the beach, halfway up a mountain, finally relaxing, miles from home.
And then your phone buzzes. Not panic, just a quick check-in. Because with SDI, you already know what's going on.
Real-time alerts, 24/7 monitoring, full control of your home or business, right from your smartphone.
So while you're making memories, you're never wondering what's happening back home.
SCI Security, because you don't get security system for the days nothing happens. You get the system for the moment something does.
Travel smart, travel secure, and protect what matters.
Call today and get protected before your next trip.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Xavier Smith, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years, and you can shop online anytime from anywhere at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Taking a quick look at the British Open leaderboard update, Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard update. Jackson Suber had a super day. Don't know if I've ever heard of him. He is 5 under par and in the lead. Daniel Brown and Sanjay M are 4 under par. I believe Scotty is 2 under. Colin Morikawa is 2 under par. John Rahm with a group at 1 under par. Shane Lowry there as well. JT, even par. Brooks Koepka as well. some of the names on the British Open leaderboard. Rory had a over par day. I believe he's +2 after one day.
Wow.
And at the Open, Scotty Scheffler, your winner a year ago. All right, we'll talk more football now with our guy, Rahjai Harris. Talked to Rahjai a couple of hours ago about ECU football past and present. And here's our conversation. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris. Rahjai, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm blessed. I can't complain, man. How about yourself?
Hey, we're doing all right. Another day closer, another week closer to football, and starting to hit a few milestones, Rahjai. We'll have fall practice coming up soon, as at least fall camp guys reporting. But before we get there, American Conference Media Days, and I got the two players that'll be representing ECU this year. Rahjai, did you ever go to Media Days?
Yeah, me and Siobhan had went. We was in Dallas, which was
Okay.
so crazy, man. We was up here in Arlington area, and what 20 was it 4, 3, 3? Yeah, 3, 4. Yeah, I had went 1 year. That I believe Jeremy went with Shane 1 year. Yeah, so I got the experience. It's a unique experience for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, kind of the same questions you normally get. Anything?
Oh yeah.
Anything fun to stand out about your trip? Did you eat good? Did you see anything? What'd you do up there?
There was a lot of trash talking going on down there while we was down there, man. But it was cool vibes. We went to the baseball game, the Texas Rangers.
Okay.
Which was unique. That was my first time going to a baseball game. So we chilled, relaxed a little bit, enjoyed Dallas.
Some people like going out baseball game, maybe get some peanuts, a soda, maybe a cold beer, whatever you prefer. It could also be a little bit boring, Rahjai. How'd you feel about it? Did you enjoy it, or what was your experience?
I wasn't gonna say nothing, man. It's slow. It's slow, man. It can definitely get boring at times, man. But if it's a good game, man, it's good action. Oh yeah, I'm glued to my seat.
Well, this year I believe it's in Florida, if I'm not mistaken, and
yeah, I think
Blake Harrell will be going. The offensive representative, Brock Spalding, who
okay.
I said a year and a half ago, you know what? I don't want to talk about Brock Spalding anymore. He's hurt. He's not playing. Why? I keep hearing he's going to be this guy, and I haven't seen anything. And then he got on the field and showed what he can do last year. So I have nothing but praise for Brock Spalding now. And the Pirates will probably rely on him a lot this year, Rahjai, being an upperclassman now and also being a returner in this offense.
Yeah, man, and that just goes back to say, man, everybody's story is different. You know what I'm saying? And he done stayed down, and I can't wait to see it. You feel what I'm saying? I can't wait to see it because I done seen it at practice. I done seen it in the workouts. I done seen that work that he done put in. Now he's about to get the opportunity to do it in front of a lot of people, man. So I'm excited for him.
Representing the defensive side, Josiah Robinson. Rahjai, you know Josiah at all?
Exactly, man. Another guy, man, that's done went through a lot, man. So, man, I'm just excited to see this team, man. Not just these two individuals, man, but I'm excited to see this team and what they can do, man. Because a lot of people doubting them, and a lot of people done doubted the Pirates for a lot of years, man. And I'm just excited to see it. I'm excited to see the trend just keep on building.
Rahjai, if you need something to listen to while you're working out or on the treadmill or something or in the car, check out my interview yesterday with the stand-up comedian Jared Waters. I don't know if you saw the video.
I did.
Okay, yeah. He finds an ECU guy in the audience. So I'm talking to him yesterday. It's a great interview. And then it turns out he tried to walk on to the ECU football team during the spring. So he had all these stories about the players and coaches, and it was awesome. It's a really fun interview. But I'm going to ask you, like, do you remember, put your thinking cap on, I want you to tell me a walk-on or two that didn't get a lot of pub that impressed you as a teammate, or even guys on the scout team that didn't get a lot of fanfare that you appreciated as a teammate for helping you and the team get better. Anybody come to mind?
I'm going to tell you somebody that was special, man. Jari Patterson was special. Jari Patterson and Kerry King, man. Them two guys right there was so, like, I wish they got the opportunity to really, like, show what they could do. Because they was speed and just an athlete, you feel what I'm saying? But to come to mind, I say them two. Jackson Barker, he eventually got on scholarship. It was a lot of guys, man, that showed me something that really just didn't get the opportunity, man. But you had guys in front of you, man, that's just guys. It's hard. It's hard,
Yeah.
man. I
I
can't
know
wait to see
Kerry
them guys.
too, man. Kerry was great during the
Yeah.
spring, and
Yeah.
he had at least one, maybe multiple injuries that set him back, I believe, right?
Just set them back, man. Just
Yeah.
adversity, man. Just kept setting them back, man. Kerry was smooth, man. Jari was just an athlete, man. He was
Yeah.
kind of like a Debo Samuel type of guy, man, type of build, man. But it just, man, time ran short, man, on them guys, man. But them boys were some ballers. I'm telling you, don't sleep on the walk-ons, man. Like you got Tyler Snead, like you feel me? He was a walk-on, and you just look at what he doing now. You feel what I'm saying? And I believe Justin Hardy a walk-on.
He was like one of those maybe preferred or like a last man added type thing.
The same thing though, like you feel what I'm saying? So
He was headed to, I think, Fayetteville State, I believe, and like last minute, Donnie
ECU
Kirkpatrick
came
got him here to
Donnie
Greenville.
K, huh?
Yeah.
I heard that, man.
That was let's talk about Donnie K. He's one of my favorite guys to talk to. Now, talking to Holton and some guys, he could get on you. I never saw that side of Donnie, but he was a fun dude for me off the field. How about playing for Donnie Kirkpatrick?
Man, I'm still in contact with Danny K to this day, man. I still talk to him. I talked to him like 2 weeks ago. He texted, just checked in on me, man. But yeah, man, he'll get on your tail now. If you ain't practicing how you want to practice, he'll start that whole script over. You feel what I'm saying? He's one of them old school guys, man, that wanted it a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of guys play, done seen that happen, and just know how it's supposed to be done. You feel what I'm saying, man? But the love is always there for Donnie K, man. I remember I was in high school my senior year, and he walked by me, and you could tell he knew who I was. He walked by me. I was talking to a player or something, and he just stood from a distance just looking at me. I was like, man, what is he looking at? So I walked up to him. He said, I'm just thinking about what plays I can give you. I said, yeah, I already knew it. I already knew what school I was going to.
Nice.
Knew what school I was going to, man. So, man, Danny K, man, it's always love to him, man, for sure.
Who are the biggest coaches on your recruiting trail? Who'd you talk to the most, Rahjai, in high school?
Like school-wise or just coaches?
At ECU, like who recruited you?
So Blackwell had offered me first, Coach
Okay.
Blackwell. He offered me first, and then
I liked him a lot too. He seemed like
he was a good dude,
guy.
man. We still keep in touch on social media as well,
Good.
man. Coach Sims came in with Houston, and man, Coach Sims was on me hard, man. He really was. Coach Houston was on me hard, and then I played that game against Gaffney. I think Coach Sims came to that game, and then after that, ECU. You feel what I'm saying? I just felt it, man. So
awesome.
Yeah, it was Sims and Houston. They was on me hard. Coach Harrell was recruiting me at his previous school too, though. So the relationship we had was pretty tight as well.
What was that? Kennesaw?
Kennesaw State.
Yeah.
Kennesaw. Mm-hmm.
Glad you headed north instead of south down to
I'm trying to
Georgia.
tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Rahjai,
I just knew it was the one, though.
You mentioned Tyler Snead. He has had a great year in the CFL this year, catching touchdown passes about every week. Last week he threw one, and
I seen it.
I'm gonna ask you, when's the last time you threw a pass in a football game?
I think my freshman year I threw a pick against UCF.
Oh, really? I got a good. Wait, would that have been your first game then?
That was my first game. They trusted me. Danny K trusted me. I told you, that's my guy. That's my guy, man. That's my guy, man.
You threw a pick in your first game? I don't remember that at all.
I believe so, man. If I'm not mistaken, man, I threw a pick.
I gotta find that. I gotta get that highlight or low light.
Either I threw the pick or Holton threw it up to me, and it was a pick. It was one of those.
Okay.
It was one of those.
Did you? Because look, a lot of times, like the best player is the quarterback or maybe the running back. Growing up, did you ever play quarterback at all?
Yeah, I did, man. I was more like the Lamar,
the
little league guy that just took over. But I was
snap
more
it
like
to you and you'd run, and that's about it.
Yep, outside zone, my guy, outside zone. That was me. Read option, all that. I did all that.
Good deal. Rahjai Harris joining us. Rahjai, we talked to you last week. First day you jogged, I believe, on the field. Yep. So 1%, 1 day, getting better every day still?
Yeah, man. So, man, I'm happy. Every day I wake up and get an opportunity to get out here, man, and just do more. So I'm excited. So when they told me that I could start running and start jogging, man, that made my week, man. It made my week, man. So we just continue to stay on that grind, stay on that 1% aspect, and, man, continue to just to be great, man, just to stack them days, and one day them days just going to add up.
Yes, sir. Love to hear that. Rahjai, I appreciate you checking in with us today, man. We'll do it again next week as we'll be another week closer to football.
You already know, my guy. Much love, man.
Rahjai Harris joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. I don't know what the hell he's thinking about. He didn't throw no pass in that game.
He didn't?
No.
He ain't going to lie.
But Holden Ahlers did throw an interception.
That was probably.
So that might have been it. Holden had 3 touchdowns on that day. As East Carolina played number 13 UCF,
Keaton Mitchell,
and lost 51-28. 2 freshmen in that game, Rahjai Harris and Keaton Mitchell, combining for over 100 yards rushing.
We'll hear about Keaton Mitchell and his upcoming season with the Chargers tomorrow. Fernando Ramirez, Sporting Tribune.
I like it. Rahjai fumbled in that game, but did not lose it, so it don't count.
All right, yeah.
Leading receiver for the Pirates, Audi Omatosho. Here's the name for you. A blast from the past. Dylan Gabriel threw 4 touchdowns, 400 yards against ECU.
He's not that good.
Where is he? Is he still in Cleveland?
Man, Brown.
For now. He doesn't have a jersey number, though. He got his jersey number bogarted from him, from that new guy, Curse.
Oh, Jared Verse.
Verse. Not Javon Curse, Jared Verse. Mm-hmm. We'll take a timeout, come back, wrap up hour number 2, planning on chatting with Coach Hud, Greg Hudson in hour 3, and Jeff Nadu as well. More to go, Pirate Radio Live on a Football Thursday. Back with you after this.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
You want the college experience, the campus, the community, the feeling that your life is about to take shape. At Pitt Community College, you get all of that. PCC graduates move on to a university or launch careers they love with little or no debt. Registration for fall semester is going on now. Classes begin August 14th. Your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Let's get started. Start your future today at pittcc.edu/get started.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them, even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles away. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, order ahead on our app and put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
What's up? This is Bryson Worrell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a place for lunch? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Jarrett should be interested in this, and I think Shirley, as a music fan, would like this as well. Did you see Munetaka Murakami on Pat McAfee? They asked him what kind of music he liked. Did you see that, Shirley?
No, I didn't.
All right.
Oh, boy.
He had to go through a translator.
Okay.
But here was the phenom for the White Sox response when asked about music.
どんな音楽が好きですか？名前がわかんないですけど、ストローキンっていう歌。Stroking, I like stroking. Stroking to the east. Stroking to the west. Stroking to the woman that I love.
So he starts singing and dancing on the panel. What kind of American music do you like? Clarence Carter, rest in peace. Stroking is the answer. Not a bad pick.
No, not
Could
at
be
all.
a lot worse.
Yeah.
It could be a lot worse, but it has been a long time since I've heard the lyrics delivered in such a way.
He said like Jelly Roll or something.
I'm very jealous of people that get to hear music for the first time. Like if you got to hear Dark Side of the Moon for the first time again or something like that. But the fact that he comes over here and hears Stroking is like, wow, now this is art. This is what music meant to be.
Transcends, floats up off the couch.
And that's how you know you've written a good song.
Yeah. All this time later, it is affecting
the youth,
young Japanese dudes. Very cool. Jared, we had a discussion on Tuesday about 1 year wonders, and I can't remember why. Do you remember why we brought that up, Avery? 1 year wonders. I don't remember. But
no, I don't remember why.
I think we're just talking about football.
We just talking about football. We just some guys talking about football. And I had some names. I wish you were here for that conversation. I maybe miss you. But God, awesome. You're a jumpy. You're like a beat dog, man.
Yeah, hey. Hey, that says something about my past.
1-year wonders in sports. Who comes to mind for you?
I mean, a lot of names come to mind.
Let's name them then. Let's not keep them in your mind. Let's say them.
I mean, I don't even know where to start, honestly.
I would just start at the beginning.
Yeah, but I mean, we could start in the middle, flash back to the beginning.
All right, I'll name one. Robert Griffin III. All
right, Robert Griffin III, yeah.
I think lazy people would say Jaden Daniels, but that's being lazy and stupid.
Yeah, you got to see it out.
Now, C.J. Stroud's name was brought up, and I still think you need to see it out.
See it out,
Okay.
of course.
See it out.
Would Tyrod Taylor count? He had like a good year with the Bills.
I don't think so.
All right, no.
Who are some of the examples we used?
What about Tua?
Yeah, Tua has led the league in either yards or touchdowns at some point in his career, but he may have had more than one good year. Let's look at his numbers. Tua had a 4,600-yard passing season, 29 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Before that, 25 to 8 touchdowns, 3,500 yards. So he's had a couple of good years.
I can't think of any.
You're just not going to say a single name.
I can't think
Basketball?
of any. Basketball.
I told you to think about this.
Yeah, and I couldn't think of anything. You put me on the spot, man.
I told you 10 minutes ago.
That's on the spot.
Give me a name. Give me a Raider.
Nelson Aguilar.
How about Geno Smith? Boom. I just did it.
He had a good couple years with the Seahawks. 2, at least.
Let's see.
Basketball. Who had Della Vadova had a good playoff run with the Cavs, got paid, and everybody realized it was just because LeBron.
Jeremy Lin was said, which I kind of fought back on because he was a pretty good Hornet.
Yeah.
Geno had a 30 touchdown to 11 interception season in Seattle, and then followed that up with 20-9.
Yeah, not bad.
And then the picks started rolling in. 15 picks in 24, 17 picks in 25. Daniel Jones, I think his name was out there. But again,
kind of a resurgence last year.
What's he going to do to come back after the injury? All right, good discussion, J-Bone. You know what? I guess I shouldn't have missed you the other day. We did better without you.
I mean, who's going to remember one guy who just kind of flamed out?
Not you.
Yeah, not me.
There's got to be a Raider. Like, we brought in Terrell Pryor.
Like, Aguilar was great.
Who?
Nelson Aguilar.
Okay. Do you want to use him?
Yeah, let's use him.
I'm going to try Terrell Pryor. Let's look at his stats real quick.
What about Kelvin Benjamin?
Okay. Now we're going places.
But see, like, that's why I don't have a lot of names, because I wouldn't even say Kelvin Benjamin had a great year.
He had a good rookie year, and I think that was it.
Terrell Pryor receiving had a 1,000-yard season in Cleveland. Of course, Washington paid him. We got to have this guy. Had 240 yards the next year.
I got a name.
There's your answer.
Former East Carolina quarterback, Mason Garcia. He was a 1-year wonder. Had one good year sitting on the bench, and everybody hated Holton. And they're like, this Mason kid's great. He is great. And then the next year, he just wasn't.
Sometimes you're at your best when you're not playing. What could be.
Yeah, your potential.
When the potential is there, that's when you're at your best sometimes. And Mason Garcia, a 1-year wonder. All right, thank you, J-Bone.
I think that was good.
I think that was quite funny. Pretty good.
Topical.
Bad news. Coach Hud is got me dangling on a string. They
Not
need
sure.
to hear that. Let that White Sox player hear some chairman of the board. He gave me the not sure bro. He broed me via text.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be on the show.
When you see that bro, it's a no. Hopefully, we can hook up with HUD in hour 3. We will hook up with Jeff and Nadu coming up and have an ACC football preview. Got that on the way in hour 3 and more. Pirate Radio Live. Jarrett, we'll see you mañana.
See you tomorrow. Phil Steele Day tomorrow.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live after these words.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This July, get behind the wheel of one of the select new 2026 Subaru Forester models at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Get there now, because they have as low as 1.9% APR available for 36 months with approved credit. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, where your adventure begins. Price does not include tax, title, or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires July 31st, 2026.
Rusty.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the Pirates fly.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could.
Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in eastern North Carolina since 1937. You can shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Man, we got a great Greg Hudson story from Jared Waters yesterday, so I really wanted to pass that along to Hud today, but may not be able to hook up with him today. Hopefully, if not, we can catch up with him on Friday's edition of Pirate Radio Live, but we will talk some football right now as we continue we have our Appliance Superstore opponent previews. We have our conference previews with Jeff Nadu, and we talked American Conference last week. If you want to check that out, you can find it on YouTube. Today, we'll talk some ACC as Jeff Nadu joins us on the Turner Home Team live line. Jeff, how you doing today, man?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, man. One day closer to football. Got ACC Media Days going on right now. American Media Days coming up soon. Pirates will head down to Florida with Blake Harrell and a couple of players as well. But we'll dive into some ACC talk today, Jeff. And, of course, Miami all the way to the championship game last year before falling to Indiana. Does Miami automatically enter as the favorite this year, Jeff? And if not, who is the big competition there in the ACC?
Well, yeah, I mean, not only did they enter the favorite, but they're a pretty big favorite. I mean, in the book size, I mean, they're a minus 130 favorite to win the conference. Everybody else is 7-1 or bigger. So yeah, it's a pretty big gulf, and I agree with it. I think if there's one team you maybe take a look at, I'll throw it out. But everyone else, I think, is just second best here. There's a distinct issue with the team. There aren't many issues with Miami. I think you could make a case they may even be better than that team last year. Obviously, you like Carson Beck. You like some of what they had on defense, obviously, but they're just as strong. I mean, you look at the fact that they bring back Malachi Toney, they bring back Mark Fletcher. They add Cooper Barkate, who was one of the best receivers in the ACC last year at Duke, and they bring in his quarterback at Duke, Darian Mensah, who had 34 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. So, and they went to the title game, remember. So, I think you have to look at it and say, well, okay, what they did, impressive. What they may do this year is super impressive. I have them as a top 5 team coming into the country, coming into the season. I think that's pretty standpoint. They're in a way better position than the team that won it last year in Indiana. Yeah, I'm very high on Miami.
We saw Mensah at Tulane, saw him for a year at Duke. Where is he as far as what are his NFL prospects, Jeff, and where is he, where would you rank him kind of among college quarterbacks this season?
Oh, well, look, I mean, it's a tough year for that just because there's so many high-level kids, right? I mean, obviously, you look at Sayan, you look at Arch Manning, you look at all these different guys. It's exciting, right? And you look kind of that second tier, the Drew Mestermakers of the world. I think Mensah's kind of fringe top 5, He could have an insane year. He could have a Cam Ward type year from a couple of years ago. Mensah is a really good passer. I mean, he possesses a lot of talent, good progression. Is he, size-wise the best option? No. But, again, a guy who I think will probably be a pretty good NFL quarterback. He's definitely going to be a factor in the Heisman. You look at his odds currently, I would probably put him 4th or 5th. It just depends. Do you put Jeremiah Smith or Sayan or Chambliss above him? I would put Chambliss above him personally, but does he crack like the C.J. Carr, Manning realm? No, but Mensah will be in New York, I would imagine.
Jeff, what is Clemson in 2026? What is Dabo? They're coming off a 7-6 year. I guess it never got what they thought they would out of Cade Klubnik at quarterback. They won 10 games in 24, 9 games in 23. They have not been the elite Clemson in a long time. Will they ever be back to where they once were in a playoff, winning a championship? What are the Clemson Tigers, in your opinion?
I just think they're just another team. They're a team that, getting to a bowl game and winning it that's kind of where they are now. They're not a team that we look at anymore from a national standpoint and say they're a top 3 or 4 team. You look at in the futures, for a long time, they were top 3 every year. They're pretty far down now. Just to make the playoffs, they're 12-1. You look at who's got better odds than them to make the playoffs. Washington, BYU, Missouri, Auburn, Oklahoma, Tennessee. I mean, they're just not thought of anymore. And it's because of the fact that they haven't seemed real willing to get with the times. Seems like they have kind of the same quarterback every year. He never really matriculates into what they want. Defensively, look, they'll stay in a lot of games. I think they'll be a team who, play in a lot of 24-21 type games. But you're going to see them have, 2-3 game losing streaks where they just can't score enough points. There'll be the occasional game where they don't get any stops. They're just too inconsistent. They don't get the same player they once got. They're trying to get more involved with the transfers. I mean, you look at their defense this year, it's kind of interesting. And I'm curious to see how it looks because a lot of what they did was the transfer. I mean, they bring back kids from Penn State, Old Dominion, Colorado. They went all over the place. We'll see if it works out. But, yeah, in the pecking order for me, Ivan was like the 5th or 6th best team in the ACC.
Let's talk about the in-state schools. Yesterday, you could tell it was one of the worst days in sports and nothing was going on. The second headline on ESPN.com says NC State coach believes C.J. Bailey could be the best quarterback in the country. Well, I'm glad Dave Doran has praise for his quarterback. But what's your thoughts on C.J. Bailey? You want to talk about a middling team? NC State 8 wins last year, 6 the year before, 9, 8, 9. They're kind of around that 7 to 9 win mark every year. What do you think about C.J. Bailey and the Pack?
Yeah, I don't think much of them. I think they're kind of just the average middle of the road, 8th or 9th best ACC team. And, I think what was really concerning to me about them is it was twofold. Defensively, they were a complete mess at times. And you look at when they stepped up and played real teams. They got beat up by Duke. They got beat up by Notre Dame and only scored 7. They got beat up by Miami, only scored 7. It was just a lot of beating up on bad teams. Even like pretty good up and coming teams. Like remember the ECU game? They probably should have lost that game. ECU had an opportunity. So yeah, I like Bailey. I do think offensively they'll move the ball, but they're a great over team. They don't get any stops. They probably won't this year. They'll win 7-8 games, and that's what Dave Doran is. Dave Doran's another guy who, is just an average guy. I don't know if you're going to get much better, and you're okay with that.
The Duke Blue Devils, your ACC champions, 9 wins for Duke last year, and that was an impressive season. I think one of the more surprising seasons in the ACC, and Jeff, you follow it all, maybe the country. I don't know if anybody had Wake Forest winning 9 games last year. Jake Dickert, we'll see what they can do this year, but that was one of the biggest shockers to me. How about where did Duke and Wake kind of fall in this year?
Yeah, I was pretty high on Wake last year. I bet them a lot. They had a great defense. It was just at times their quarterback play wasn't good enough. I don't know if it'll be this year with Gio Lopez, transfer from South Alabama. I don't know if it should be better than it was. But as far as Duke, yeah, I think they're going to have probably a down year by their standards. They were another team last year, just couldn't seem to get a bunch, stop when they needed to. They scored. They moved the football. They scored 35 points a game, which was the best in the league, right? It was better than Miami. They got to the final, the final game. But, they lose Mensa. They lose Barcade. They do get Nate Shepard back, which will lead a pretty good run game. Their quarterback is Walker Eggett, who was kind of a weird player because he was at San Jose State under Kendi Amatalolo. They had the number 1 passing play percentage in the country. They just slung it. he had so many throws per game, but he only completed about 59% of those passes. So I would have to think they're a little bit more balanced. They put him in a better situation. The defense, really, all it can go is up. I think for them, it's a much more down year. I have them in the bottom 10 as opposed to the top 10.
And finally, North Carolina, we talked to Joe Giglio. He's a media guy in the Triangle, been around a long time, and he thought North Carolina was going to come out last year and do all the Patriot stuff, have an eligible receiver over here and trick the defense and go this way. He thought they were going to run 30 times one week and then throw 30 times the next week and do all that Belichick type stuff. And he said none of that happened. He said that he thought Belichick thought he would go in year one, win games, and then go back to the NFL. And he's kind of questioning how much Bill Belichick really cares about, what he's doing at North Carolina now. So 4-8 last year, Jeff. The prognostications I see don't have them getting much better. What do you think Bill Belichick year 2 looks like in Chapel Hill?
Well, it doesn't help that the schedule's tough. I mean, if you look across the board, I mean, they don't really have many gimme games on this schedule. Last year, luckily, they were able to kind of, they had Stanford, they had Charlotte, Richmond, Syracuse. They were lucky they didn't have much there. I think the bulge ability should be in the cards. I don't think they'll get there, but, they got to go to Dublin, which that seems to destroy every team that does it. So it's not where I would want to be. I think they'll be in a better place just because, Billy Edwards, the quarterback, Maryland transfer, I like him. He's a better option than what they had. They also brought in Bobby Petrino. We know Bobby is an interesting offensive guy. I think he gives you more there, but defensively they were solid. They had some sort of ability towards the end of the season. It was much better in the first half, but it's a tough schedule. That Dublin game, it seemingly is like a 3-week period where by the time you get used to what's going on, you're back home. Throw in the circus of Belichick. Does he care? Does he want to be there? Is it his son's team? I have them at 15th in the league. So, they're not a team. I would say 4 or 5 wins would probably be successful with this schedule.
All right, well, let's talk about the teams that could possibly bring down Miami. And, Jeff, we have not brought up SMU, Louisville, Pitt, Virginia. Is your maybe number one contender a team out of that group?
Yeah, I think the contender that I would throw out there, it's not a secret. It's SMU. I mean, Kevin Jennings, it seems like he's been there since 2010. This guy's been there forever. He can run the football, obviously, but I thought took a step forward as a passer. He was top 10 nationally in passing yards. They bring in, obviously, a transfer from ECU, Yannick Smith. They have plenty of options on offense, but I think it's, to me, really more of the defense that I'm excited about, too. They're really good at seemingly every level. They're not as good from a pass rush standpoint as they usually are, but I think there's enough on that defense that will keep them in games. I like Rhett Lashley a lot. I would have to imagine they'll be the other team. I think they're probably the Duke this year. They'll end up playing Miami. The kind of the quasi, ointment team, the thumb in the ointment would be Pitt. I think they could be sneaky a top 5 team in this conference. I think Louisville's interesting too, but I like Mason Heinschel. He's obviously have a full year under his belt. It's his team now. He's not battling with Eli Holstein. They've got a good, solid defense under Pat Narduzzi, one of the better linebackers in the country. I like Pitt. I'm pretty high on them long term. They do have to go to Miami. They do have to go to Louisville, but they don't have to play SMU. And I think their out-of-conference schedule is pretty manageable. So, I think they could win, 8, 9, 10 games and be right there. So I would say it's SMU, but look, Miami's head and shoulders better than everybody else here.
Jeff, is the ACC, do they have a chance to get 2 teams in the playoff? Do you give SMU that chance if you like Miami winning it?
Yeah, I do. Look, their schedule's tough too. They start the season at Florida State. I think I would have moved on from Mike Norvell, but I think Florida State is obviously always a team you got to worry about straight out of the gate. They have to go to Louisville. They've got to go to Notre Dame. They don't have to play Miami, which is nice. you would think this is a 10-11 win team. I think they'll be on the fringe there. I mean, a lot of people like Louisville too, just because of, the Jeff Brom, they bring in Ling and Kleinholz. They could be like that Virginia last year, but I'm not so sure. I would say it's maybe SMU, but it's not something I'd be willing to bet on.
I'm looking at their schedule. Okay, at Notre Dame. That's the one. I was looking for their other non-conference game at Notre Dame late in the year. So that's hell, that could be an interesting game, Jeff, November 21st, SMU at Notre Dame.
Yeah, it is going to be a good one. I mean, Notre Dame seemingly always gets those gimme easy games with like Navy and Army, and they always have a tough schedule. But yeah, that'll be a good one. CJ Carr against Kevin Jennings. Clip, I will say this, talking to your audience, for, getting in, to betting or gambling or whatever, a strategy that I've assumed as kind of more of, I'm not going to say a sharp, but someone that does this at a higher level. I really like it looking at sports from a future standpoint as investments, and I've always told you that. One that I played pretty heavy is taking Miami to win the ACC and Texas to get to the college football playoff. Just get there.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at those odds, 3 to 1-ish, 2.5 to 1-ish. I mean, that's a really good investment. I mean, it's pretty rare you're going to find a 2.5x, 3x investment in 6 months. I mean, that's a little ones like that. I mean,
right.
Strong. Miami's going to make, they're going to win the ACC. There's no one close in this conference.
Jeff Nadu joining us. We talked American last week, ACC this week. Jeff, any thoughts on Spain and Argentina World Cup final?
Yeah, I don't, I obviously was very impressed with Spain, what they did against France. I was kind of waiting for them to do it against a really good side, and not only did they do it, they shut them out, which was pretty unheard of. They've only allowed 1 goal in this tournament, but they haven't faced a Messi yet. So, I mean, yeah, look, I'm kind of under the thought of, if you give me plus money with Messi, I'm in.
Yeah.
I think, I had both teams to score in that game yesterday. It was an easy one. It ended up being an easy one, but yeah, I'll take Messi. I think he is among the greatest athletes ever, not just in soccer, ever. And I think he'll stamp that tomorrow or this weekend or whatever it is with another World Cup.
They do. Always enjoy it, man. Appreciate it. And let's talk more football next week.
Appreciate you, Clip.
All right. Had a nearly 20-minute conversation there with Jeff Nadu on the Turner Home Team Live Line. And the ACC has so many stupid teams. We didn't even talk about a lot of them. My fault. Probably should have talked more about Georgia Tech with the way they played last year. But left out California, Syracuse, Stanford, Boston College. What a random league, and what a not so great football conference. And Nadu says maybe an SMU, maybe a 2-team bid as far as the college football playoffs. But he likes Miami. He likes them to repeat. Miami, I was a little weary on even during the season last year, but certainly proved their worth, not only throughout the year, but also in the college football playoff. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Still hoping to hook up with HUD, but it's looking like a no-go. So maybe we'll get him on Friday. When we return, if we don't hook up with HUD, we had a kind of an impromptu interview earlier this week with Ethan Norby. We'll run some of that. It was an unpromoted interview, so if you missed it, want to run that, as he was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds last weekend, and he joined us on Pirate Radio Live a couple of days later. So we'll hear some of that. Hopefully Greg Hudson and more coming up hour 3 Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse. Bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at EncinoRestaurant.com.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see, for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
What's better than exploring downtown Washington? Tasting it. Join a food tour with Forks of Little Washington and discover the local flavor. Stroll the historic waterfront and enjoy delicious bites from some of the town's favorite restaurants and specialty shops. Food tours combine great food, local history, and unforgettable stories into one delicious experience. Whether you're a foodie, a visitor, or a local looking for a new adventure, there's no better way to experience Washington. For pricing and reservations, visit forksoflittlewashington.com. Brought to you by visitwashingtonnc.com.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is ECU Hall of Famer Junior Smith, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart is your premier locally owned and operated country store, serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. They have 3 locations to serve you on Highway 11 in Bethel, Highway 903 in Stokes, and their brand new location, Highway 11 across from Aiden Grifton High School. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Jamie, our Hoosier, says Georgia Tech's quarterback is a Mendoza. That would be Alberto Mendoza, sophomore, brother of Fernando. Also says UNC 15th in the league. That would be great. I don't know if they'll finish that far back, but I have heard And they do kind of hit on it too, that they might be better this year, but their schedule is not favorable, and it's going to be another down year. And I just wonder how long Belichick wants to lose at North Carolina and stay in college football. Does back-to-back losing seasons send him out and finally out? Is he welcome back in the NFL? Is he done? Does he join TV? But 4-8 last year for North Carolina. They open up in Dublin playing TCU. Man, I still remember that TCU game from last year. We're doing sports trivia. North Carolina goes right down the field. And, we're at the Buck and like, uh-oh, here we go. Belichick, Tar Heels, they got something here. And then it got ugly. They lose that one 48-14.
Not talking about this.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll move on. And they beat Charlotte and Richmond and then started playing real teams again. And it got bad for North Carolina. This year they got TCU in Dublin. They'll get a win over East Tennessee State. They are at Clemson. They have Notre Dame at home, at Pitt, at Duke. That looks like to me a 1-5 start to the season. They can beat Cuse at home, lose to Miami, at UConn, Louisville, at Virginia, NC State. I don't think I'm seeing 6 wins for the North Carolina Tar Heels this year. All right. Earlier this week, wanted to talk to Hud today, but he had some. Hey, stuff happens. This is live radio. Things happen. Sometimes we don't have a scheduled guest. Sometimes we have an unscheduled guest join us on the show, and that happened earlier this week when we had an impromptu chat with Ethan Norby, who was drafted last weekend by the Cincinnati Reds. And I wanted to hit part of that interview again here today on Pirate Radio Live. The former Pirate lefty joined us on the Turner Home Team Live line. In the biz, we like to promote things. It's a lot about promotion. We've been promoting Phil Steele for a couple weeks now. He'll join us coming up Friday on Pirate Radio Live. But this is like when Beyonce just drops an album out of nowhere that nobody saw coming. Ethan Norby.
Undertaker comes back
unannounced. Ethan Norby joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line, fresh off of getting drafted by the Cincinnati Reds organization. Ethan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Hey, doing good, and congratulations again. That's awesome. I was thinking about it, like as a baseball player, you've got a lot of goals and dreams, and being a D1 big-time pitcher, striking out 19, winning a regional game, all that stuff. And I know this isn't the finish, the last chapter, but this is another dream accomplished, right? So how did it feel to hear your name called?
Oh yeah, I mean it's been unbelievable. Experiencing it with my family and stuff. It's been awesome. But yeah, like you said, just the door's open. Now we go to work.
What's the wait like, Ethan? How much contact are you having with your agent, maybe with teams? Like, what is that? I know some guys say it seems like it takes forever before your name is finally called. What was it like for you waiting for the 4th round?
It was terrible. Just waiting there all day, seeing the picks go, and then kind of getting to the range where we thought we could see some action. I probably called them about 6 different times. My agent just kind of, he was telling me through the picks what teams, saying we could do it here, but eventually Cincinnati put their foot down and picked me up.
Were you hearing like any specific teams, or was it always kind of Cincinnati coming up the most?
Yeah, Cincinnati was, I think they were looking maybe in the 3rd, but they went with somebody else, and then they got me in the 4th. But it was kind of a bunch of different teams that I'd been talking to prior. I was the Braves, and Cleveland called too, and then a couple others.
Damn. I hate to hear the Braves were in the mix but didn't pull the trigger. You could have joined Dixon Williams, but instead you joined Ryan McChrystal. Let's see if we can get that battery back going together. Have you talked to Rhino yet?
Yeah, he texted me, congratulated me. But I'm excited to, go hang out with him in spring training and, maybe play together.
So Jared had a question, and I have it as well. So, what's next? Do you immediately start playing? What's kind of next for you, Ethan? What's your, when do you have to report? Where are you going? All that.
I think I fly out tomorrow to Arizona. Their spring training complex is in Goodyear, outside of Phoenix. But I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing the rest of the year, to be honest with you. I think from what I've heard after talking with teams and stuff, I'm not going to throw the rest of this year.
Okay.
I wouldn't quote me on that. I'm not sure. Probably throwing bullpens. I think getting the data and stuff that they need to, build out a plan for me.
Ethan Norby joining us, and last time we talked to you, Ethan, after the season, you said that you were still, you weren't playing summer ball, you were waiting for the draft, but still doing things, keeping the arm loose and fresh at the same time, but also getting work in. So you're still kind of doing that, right? Week to week anyway, throwing a little bit here and there.
Yeah, just trying to keep the shoulder moving.
Yeah.
Not trying to add too much after the season. Obviously it was pretty tired there at the end, so getting some time off was nice. And then being able to get back in the weight room with Thunder, our strength coach at ECU, was huge.
Ethan, I don't know where you've been recently, but the last couple weeks here, it's been 1,000 degrees. So are you prepared for that desert heat?
Yeah, so I've been in Greenville pretty much all summer.
Okay.
And then I went to Arizona actually for the combine, so I got to experience it a little. Which, again, I've told this to people. I'm like, I don't mind the West Coast heat. Like, the East Coast heat is so humid, and you can't breathe, and it's just heavy. Where the West Coast heat, it's hot, but it's more you're just
it's a dry heat
oven and it hits you in the face.
Here you take a shower, walk outside, you got to take another one. Maybe you don't have to as much, maybe.
No. Yeah, I would say so.
We just talked to Jacob Jenkins Coward. I think he was complimenting you. It might have been an insult, though, Jared. I don't know. He said, you're what the Marlins would call a stuffed demon. And I know that is a compliment, but yeah, a stuffed demon. So, what are you kind of most excited to show your new organization, Ethan?
The competitor I am, the person that I am, I want to show them that first and foremost, and then obviously the player. What I can do on the field, whether it's starting or leaving, I'm not sure what they want me to do, but I'm ready for anything.
Yeah, I can't remember if we were talking to Brandon Golden or who we were talking to. I think it was him, and just said Ethan's not afraid of anybody, and that is the mentality you took to the mound every time in an ECU uniform, and you got to carry that now to the next level, Ethan. And we'll ask you down the road, but how about I guess you want to get better at the same time you're going to be facing, better hitters. I wonder what that competition jump is going to be like.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I've got to play against the SEC, and they say that's the best league in college baseball. So I'm excited to see what the next level of hitters are.
That Coastal team was pretty good that you had a few strikeouts against.
Yeah.
Ethan Norby joining us. Man, that's awesome. What does your brother have any advice for you? Have you been kind of reaching out, asking guys, hey, what to expect next?
Yeah, I've been kind of, I'm actually with him right now, cause we're on the All-Star.
Oh yeah. All-Star break.
For a couple of days. I've just kind of been asking him little things throughout the day. Like what to pack, what do I need to bring with me, all those things. But I'm excited. He's been great so far.
Ethan Norby joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Once again, I'll steal this from All the Smoke. Ethan, you're going out a bench clearing brawl. We'll say Ethan just pegged the dude and the team's coming after him. What 3 ECU teammates do you want on your side? You get to pick 3.
Oh, man.
Who do you want in that brawl?
I've played with?
Yeah.
Honestly, JC would be one of them.
All right.
Because he's so, tall and, I would go J-Dub as well.
Okay.
Wilcoxon.
Coming right from the plate there. All right.
Oh, and Jaden Winter for sure.
All right. I like that. That's different names than JC had. He had Terwilliger, he had CJ Mayhew,
Worrell,
and he had Bryson Worrell. Yeah. So we're putting together a damn super team. Avengers. I like that.
Giants.
How about Ethan? I'll just ask it the same way I asked JC. You're in space for 12 years doing a mission, because we just watched was that movie Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
So you're in space, but you get to bring one of your teammates with you to survive the 12-year trip. It's gonna suck, I know, but who would it suck the least with? What teammate would you bring?
I think for scientific purposes, like this person's also very smart. I think I'd have to go with Ryan Towers.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So not only does he look smart, he is smart.
He is smart.
Okay.
He's definitely out there too. He'd be super dialed in on whatever we got to do up there. So I'd have to bring him.
Great pick.
Ethan was focused on the mission. Jacob was focused on, hey, who's going to make this a good time?
Yeah, he took either Wyatt or Dixon.
I took both into consideration. Me and Ryan we have a blast together. So, and then on top of the fact that he's actually smart.
RT. There you go. Ethan Norby joining us today on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Well, Ethan, congrats again, man. Looking forward to seeing you. And look, we have Pirates in the pros, and we keep up with all the guys. And Connor Norby had a good weekend. Looking forward to seeing him get back up with the Marlins, and looking forward to seeing you rise throughout the minors as well. But thank you for joining us, Ethan, and good luck to you, bud.
Thanks for having me.
Ethan Norby joined us earlier this week on Pirate Radio Live. Shirley, if you go to the minor league baseball main page and look at the schedule, there is a baseball with a frowny face.
Yes. I see that every week.
On Mondays, I guess.
Yeah, Mondays is their day off.
But no games scheduled today.
Everybody's playing tomorrow,
And
though.
they'll get back underway tomorrow. So we'll have some more Pirates in the Pros updates, and also our guys in the bigs as well. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Boy, Jamie has gone he's going on a Bill Belichick, anti-Belichick barrage. I'll read some of that. Is Bill Belichick overrated? We'll hit on that and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Yes. Heck yes. We're not talking about this.
Not talking about this.
Correct.
Bill, you think you're a good coach, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Is your car making strange noises, or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving
moving.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and RentAFishTank.com.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is Ryan Jones, and you listen to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina, where all residents are membership eligible. Members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates, everything from auto, boat, and home loans. First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Shirley, what did Jared Waters say that Khalif Mitchell said about Greg Hudson?
All that hate is on him, man.
All that hate is on him. Right now, all that hate is on Jamie, our loyal YouTube viewer.
Oh.
Indiana guy. Indiana boy on the Indiana night.
Mm-hmm.
He says, Bill Belichick, 2020, 7-9, 2021, 10-7, 2022, 8-9, 2023, 4-13, 2025, 4-8.
Correct.
So all that's correct.
Correct.
With the Cleveland Browns, he says, 36-44, one
Correct.
winning season. First year in New England, 2000, pre-Tom Brady, 5-11.
Correct.
He said this guy should be Tom Brady's butler.
Correct.
Wow. Did UNC not research Belichick's record before hiring him?
No.
Coach Mack would say it's nuts.
Ah, of course.
That's nuts. He says, the fact UNC could do something to make me hate them more and hiring Belichick's kind of impressive, took it to another level. All right, so that is the negative part of Bill Belichick's resume. There is a different page to that resume. Do you want me to go to accolades, or I'm just going to read the NFL records? NFL records, most Super Bowl wins, 8. 6 as a head coach, 2 as an assistant. Most Super Bowl wins as head coach, 6. Most Super Bowl appearances, 12. Most Super Bowl appearances as head coach, 9. Most playoff wins as a head coach, 31. Most playoff appearances as a head coach, tied for first with 19. Most divisional championships as a head coach, 17. 3-time coach of the year, which that doesn't really mean much. 2000s all-decade team, 2010s all-decade team, NFL 100th anniversary all-time team, Patriots all 2010s, all dynasty, blah, 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 blah. Jamie's point is Tom Brady made Bill Belichick.
Correct.
What would be an example of, what's the inverse of that? A coach making a player. I got an idea. How about Kurt Signetti making Fernando Mendoza?
Correct.
Fernando Mendoza, not good. Kurt Signetti made him look good. And Mendoza is a system quarterback in Kurt Signetti's system. We'll find that out in the next 4 years for Mendoza. Or, hey, it could be the flip side. What if Indiana bombs out this year and it was Mendoza carrying Signetti? I don't know if I believe any of that. But if I were to pick one side, it would be Signetti propping up Mendoza more so than Mendoza propping up Signetti.
I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
Facts. Also, reading off all those losses Bill Belichick had, he should have listened to Trent Dilfer, surely. I don't know why he didn't.
You cannot lose games in the NFL and still win.
Correct. Who's another good example of a player propping up a coach? I mean, you can't go Mahomes and Reed, although Reed didn't have a Super Bowl until Patrick Mahomes, but Andy Reid was a great coach before Patrick Mahomes. McVay getting the best out of Matt Stafford Stafford was good before Sean McVay.
Okay, so I'm thinking old school.
Yeah.
But like a Bill Walsh. No, is it Bill Walsh?
For the Niners?
Yes. Because you had Montana, then you went into Steve Young, and I didn't think Steve Young was the caliber quarterback that Joe Montana was. And I felt like he propped him up.
But at that time, wasn't
I had that backwards. I'm sorry. It's a better coach that made the quarterback a better quarterback. Does that make sense? I had that backwards.
Who's propping up who? Are you saying the quarterbacks are propping up the coach, making him look better, or Walsh is making the quarterbacks look better?
Well, in this particular case, it'd be Walsh making Young better.
I think Steve Young won when George Seifert was there.
Oh, maybe that's who I'm thinking then. And I've just got him mixed up with Bill Walsh.
I mean, you could go like, and Barry Switzer maybe could be called a one-year wonder, but like Troy Aikman and that offense and that team making Barry Switzer look better than he actually was.
How about, John Elway?
So Elway had Dan Reeves, and he finally won with Mike Shanahan. I don't know. What did Mike Shanahan do other than John Elway? Let's take a look at those numbers. Because you might be onto something there. I know he bombed out in Washington. All right, so Mike Shanahan, pre-Elway, 7-9, 1-3. He then had 13 wins, 12 wins, 14 wins with Elway. Elway retires. He goes 6 wins, 11 wins, 8 wins, 9 wins. He did win a little bit in the mid-2000s. But without John Elway, let me just count this real quick. 1, 2, and then we will go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 losing seasons without John Elway as head coach. That might be an example. Elway propped up Mike Shanahan.
High five me.
Good call, Shirley.
And that was a total guess because I was just thinking of quarterbacks that maybe didn't have as well known, or at least in my mind, didn't have as well known of a coach. But then when they walked away, it was like, the house burning down.
Peyton Manning,
lack of a better
made
term.
all his coaches look better.
Oh, of course he did.
Let's look at Tony Dungy, the Hall of Famer. He had a lot of winning seasons. But those are Peyton Manning. So pre-Peyton Manning with the Bucks, 6 wins, 10 wins, 8 wins, 11 wins, 10, 9. And then he goes to New England, and that's kind of hard to judge. I mean, you just had, I feel like anybody could coach Peyton Manning. That's not fair to say to football coaches, and football coaches would hate to hear that because they put in a lot of work, I know, but it's kind of hard to judge Tony Dungy because he stopped in 2008 when the Colts were 12-4. They lost wild card and divisional round the years after winning their Super Bowl, winning his only Super Bowl there in Indianapolis with Peyton Manning.
So I got 2 more that popped into my head. One, who was coaching when Jeff Garcia was the coach was the quarterback for the 49ers?
Steve Mariucci?
Yeah. Because I was thinking, because he was a mediocre quarterback, but I didn't think he, made the team or made the coach look better or vice versa. And the other one that popped into my head was, oh crap, it just left again. Never mind. I can't remember it now.
Jamie said Gruden won a Super Bowl with Dungy's team.
Oh,
good for Gruden. Dungy couldn't do it.
Who was coaching for the Cowboys when Tony Romo was the quarterback?
Well, they had Bill Parcells for a time. And then who took over after Bill Parcells? List of Cowboys.
Because I figured
they had a bad run of Chan Gailey and Dave Campo. Oh, Wade Phillips.
Oh, my Lord.
And then you had the Clapper, of course, Jason Garrett.
And see,
they were not propping up either one.
Yeah. Well, really, if you're going to look at it from that balance, it's going to be a quarterback propping up Jason Garrett anywhere he goes.
How about the McCarthy Rodgers? Does Mike McCarthy have a job still because Aaron Rodgers propped him up early in his career?
Good point.
Let's take a break. Our final break. We'll come back. We'll do a whole segment on this one day, maybe with Tony Dunn on a Friday. Because Jamie says Bill Belichick should be Tom Brady's butler. What's another example of that in the NFL over the years? We'll come back. Get ready to wrap things up on a Thursday. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Happy 250th birthday, America! It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Let's celebrate freedom and heritage with a little less noise. During IWI's Silent Summer Rebate, purchase a qualifying Tavor 7, Zion 25, Galil Ace Gen 2, or Zion 15 SPR and receive a free Caliber matching suppressor. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber. We'll guide you through every step of the suppressor application process in-house. All NFA rules apply. Let freedom ring a little quieter. Visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Whether you're joining us for lunch or dinner, Basil's is the place to be this summer. Stop by and explore Basil's new summer specialty menu, featuring fresh, bold flavors in every bite. Enjoy favorites like our fried green tomatoes, the ahi tuna salad, a delicious tuna sandwich, the crowd favorite seafood sensation, and more. Then cool off at the bar with an ice-cold beer, a glass of wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted specialty cocktails. And don't worry, your Basil's favorites and our full regular menu are available every day. Basil's, pirates supporting pirates.
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior four-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972. or go to morganprinters.com.
Truck buyers, Jeep lovers, and deal hunters, get over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville right now for some of the biggest savings of the year. Drive home a new 2026 Ram 1500 and save up to 25% off on 2026 Ram 1500s. That's up to $23,000 in savings. Get the best riding truck and the best warranty in the business at 10 years and 100,000 miles. It's the Make This the Summer event. Looking for SUV luxury and capability? Get into a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee and save up to $7,000 or lease one for as low as $459 a month. Ready for adventure? The iconic 2026 Jeep Wrangler is available with savings up to $8,000 or lease one for as low as only $409 a month. Hurry to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Greenville Boulevard or shop online today.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Lease offers based on 39-month lease, 10,000 miles per year with $3,999 due at signing. Tax tags and $899 admin fee not included. See dealer for details.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multifunction printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here, and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown-friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Jennings Hall, former ECU volleyball player, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a rough day for the stock market today. The Dow was down 105 points. It closed at 52,552. The NASDAQ was down 387 points and ended the day at 25,881. The S&P dropped 38 points and finished the day at 7,533. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
All right, wrapping it up here on a Thursday. Coming up on Friday's show, Jared Watkins will go one-on-one with Fernando Ramirez. He covers the Chargers for the Sporting Tribune. We'll get a Keaton Mitchell update and talk about one of Jared's least favorite teams, the Chargers, and Justin Herbert, and how Keaton Mitchell is fitting in to that team. Also, Tony Dunn will join us to talk some NFL. We'll talk Pirate football with Morgan Ehlers, Brian North, and Alex Harper, and have more. Maybe HUD. We got to get HUD on to talk about some of those great stories that Jared Waters told us on Wednesday. Also, 11:30 a.m. You can watch it live, or you can hear it on Pirate Radio Live on Friday. Phil Steele joins us, his annual preseason chat here on Pirate Radio. Looking forward to talking to the college football guru. We will see you then. For Shirley Rhodes and intern Avery, I am Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is